Atanfo, nyami, atanfo, nyami, atanfo, nyami. Mi enyala je numojibo, onyami ogbe kokoko. Atanfo, nyami go, atanfo yo, atanfo. Atanfo, nyami. Mi enyala je numojibo. Kajo gbe mi ni gbo, wo ba gbogbo. Kajo gbe mi ni gbo, wo ba gbogbo. Àtẹ̀hún mẹ́gbẹ́jẹ, màlọ́hún mẹ́gbẹ́jẹ, mi ò jẹ́ mi ò gbé kọ̀kọ̀kọ̀. Atanfo, nyami go, atanfo. Yo atanfo, nyami. Mi enyala je numojibo, onyami ogbe kokoko. Atanfo, nyami go, atanfo yo atanfo. Atanfo, nyami. Mi enyala je numojibo, onyami ogbe kokoko. Ye kajo gbe mi ni gbo. Anyami kajo gbe mi ni gbo, wo ba gbogbo. Àtẹ̀hún mẹ́gbẹ́jẹ, màlọ́hún mẹ́gbẹ́jẹ, mi ò nyẹ́ mi ò gbé kọ̀kọ̀.
Shamak Israel Yehovah, Elahenu Yehovah Ekad. We ahata et Yehovah. We ahata et Yehovah. We ahata et Yehovah. We ahata et Yehovah. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. We ahata et Yehovah. We ahata et Yehovah. We ahata et Yehovah. Elohika bika luvika. 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 Uvika navashika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Tode yasach. 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 Shamak Israel Yehovah. Shamak Israel Yehovah. Shamak Israel Yehovah. Elahenu Yehovah Ekad. We Henu Yehovah Ekad. Elahenu Yehovah Ekad. Elahenu Yehovah Ekad. We ahata et Yahuwah. 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 Elohika bika luvika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Tode yashach. Tode yashach. Tode yashach. In
Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them,
Whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas, for Jesus' which is called Christ. Barabbas, 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 for Jesus' which is called Christ. Barabbas, Barabbas, for Jesus' which is called Christ. Barabbas, for Jesus' which is called Christ.
Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them,
Whom will ye that I release unto you? Whom will ye that I release unto you? Whom will ye that I release unto you? I release unto you. 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 Barabbas, 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 for Jesus' which is called Christ.
Thank you very much for being part of tonight's show. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:20 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:20 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative political talk show on the planet. In fact, we are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We are live on Multi TV. We are streaming live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, streaming live on TikTok, and also live on radio tonight. You can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. If you go on YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV. You'll be part of tonight's show. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. On Facebook, we have two very important platforms streaming tonight's show. We have With Audio Respect page and also Loud Silence TV page. With Audio Respect page and Loud Silence TV page. We're also live on TikTok tonight. Our official name on TikTok is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. We're live on radio. If you have an Android device, just download Loud Silence Radio, and also iOS or an Apple device, go to the App Store, download Loud Silence Radio. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. We are streaming, and we are here to speak truth to power. Tonight's show is simple, exposing Afenyo Markin, the extortion story. And I know most of you guys are surprised. Oh, some extortion. Some people are trying to bully some people to give them monies. That's why they are so aggressive on the gold board issue. Tonight, we'll expose every single criminality behind this gold board story, led by the minority leader, Afenyo Markin. Remember, when Sammy Jenfi spoke yesterday, he was very emphatic on some two words: a blackmailer and extortionist. Tonight, we will make you understand where Sammy Jenfi was coming from. This afternoon, I think Erica J tried, but I think he doesn't have the full story. Tonight, what I'll do is I will expose Afenyo Markin, his dealings behind the scenes, and why he's venting, insulting, and attacking Sammy Jenfi instead of speaking to the issues. Gold Board works for the Bank of Ghana at a point in time. For some reason, Afenyo Markin, his statements, his allegations, his venting and stupidity, he never mentioned the Bank of Ghana. Ask yourself why. Because at the end of the day, Gold Board was taking money from the Bank of Ghana to work. But the Bank of Ghana's name is missing in Afenyo Markin's statement. That's what we're going to be doing tonight, delving into the issues, bringing the issues to the table and making sure the right things are said. My name is Kevin Taylor. I'm a Ghana for Ehunu Munina Munim de Akwaso, Endra Sammy Jenfi, or the CEO of Gold Board Ekasaye. Na some Kaimuno, or Kasem Unibia, a chichi masoka cra. Emom na in Sembo High and Pesebeka because Ubani Pemwa, in Sembo Ha, near Brebra Seka, but Afenyo Markin, the conconsa. Ne je ne hantan any atro any nipa obu mu okukwa mu a on pese Ghana fo be hu no enu nti na ndanyumre ya adwene se ye bete ne to ye be bie ne to ma Ghana fo hu ne kro no a obo no Ghana ewo eye den kukuom ndanyumre ye nsam mienu na ye bete to ama Ghana fo hu na nka menye se meka sansem we minimum nsam bebre de enwanwane se endra na me free Ghana bedru eye US. People don't know. I've been in Ghana for about 6 weeks. Endra and Opatutu na bedru, but you remember show because I knew what was coming and I wanted to meet them boot for boot. Nobody can pick up any story. No jandam is going to exist in Ghana as far as we are alive and we're making sure the right things are done. And tell you, a big expose why Afenyo Markin has been ranting. His ego has been bruised. He knows that his time of reckoning, the deliberate attempt to destroy people's character because what he's asking for, he did not get. Tonight, we will speak on the issues. We'll break it down for Ghanaians to know. The time is right, 8:23. Around 8:45, 8:50, I will let you know who Afenyo Markin is and the deliberate attempt to blackmail and extort from young Ghanaians who are working diligently for Mother Ghana. You are live on Loud Silence TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, is simply intended to address a number of baseless allegations and deliberate falsehoods concerning the operations and financial health of the Ghana Gold Board that have been propagated by certain individuals in recent times. Of particular concern is a persistent campaign of lies being waged by one Alexander Afenyo Markin and his ilk against the Gold Board over the past couple of months. This sustained, relentless campaign reached a reckless crescendo yesterday at a press conference addressed by him within the precincts of Parliament. Afenyo Markin's modus operandi, which can no longer be allowed to go unanswered, is to repeat the same tired falsehoods as often as possible and on many platforms as he can, in the hope that repetition will somehow transform fiction into facts and mislead unsuspecting members of the public. The Gold Board therefore deems it necessary that the record be set straight once and for all to prevent him and others like him from continuing to distort the remarkable performance and transformational impact of the Ghana Gold Board.
So this is one side of the story. Yesterday's press conference, Sami Jefi, the CEO of Gold Board, made. We will play the part where he was very, very emphatic on Afenyo Markin being an extortionist and a blackmailer. What we are going to do tonight is to expose what you don't know, what goes on behind the scenes, the deliberate blackmailing of individuals in Ghana who hold higher offices, how Afenyo Markin has turned his minority leadership into a cash cow where he uses his little influence because he leads little mind people. I will send message to the minority group who have been following Afenyo Markin without eyes. I will send a message to the NPP. I will send a message to the leader of the NPP. Why Afenyo Markin is not an individual anyone should trust. You know, in Ghana, for a very long time, some things were not supposed to be said on TV, on radio, on social media. But the reason why people like us and some other people are very bold and blunt when it comes to addressing issues in its raw form is because of people like Afenyo Markin. They have taken advantage of the people. They are basically have adopted the Machiavellian tactics whereby they go do damage, come around, try to destroy people, and play the victim. And these kind of politicians in our system are supposed to be cut off, literally. They are supposed to be exposed. Their dealings are supposed to be put out there for people to know the kind of incredible manipulators they are. I say incredible because not all politicians are incredibly criminals or incredibly smart to manipulate the minds of people. Afenyo Markin's modus operandi is to go in there, go behind the scenes, destroy lives, destroy people's career, come out and play victim. And tonight, we will let you understand why people like Afenyo Markin and his group of piglets in parliament are not supposed to be trusted. This is a very big platform. We are the African CNN, the BBC, the Yokozuna Bontalia. We control the airwaves with the facts. Those who don't like us even watch us. And those who hate us pray for us. That is why we are here every single day. Throughout the week, we give you the facts. And then you bring your bedroom. Na obi enim se me de eba Ghana eye enjudwam ene enchechiremu de. Otufo osetutu na na wo fa ase no one de ma me chen hene enjudwam. Na me do. Na me te won ka che. Mate so be yakosi de was eye America. Nana omo ye eye nkwan na momo nye eye de otwen bi ni nkwan na ebe bompe ama police fo aba ho. Ntina na we dem srew akosi de na eba so asantemem no eba so America no ye nyina ebe bi metutu nana metutu because metutu nana metutu mentuma na ye na nanom ne ye sisters omo be ye aduane ye srew mo momo nye bofro nkwan efri se bofro nkwan bon yie na brofo police force de omo chen police dog omo hwiahwia na omo ko hwia bofro nkwan no system no mu a omo ambeka say please we are polluting the environment intinana we de efutu ayemfa ma ye nanom say bofro nkwan no eye akweside we meme enye bi emfamba ho medaw na so do me wo fa se ba ko pede me na de bia ka kira manfo se bi o se ne odo me no eye se metia wona nanom bi de bia meka nana me say eye wona nanom bi no omo eye dangerous echen eye cobra yehu nananom bi be ye 50 ana ba ko ne yehu cobra 100 a nana waka kire se ye ndi nkan mam tam eye wona nanom ni bi efiso mu eye hu echen eye de wo kire ben nana me da wase ahemfo mo Ghana nyina me da mo ase eye mo nana Kevin Taylor na maba mi gigam uja kwa de na obeye utumi nye foko obehya wo de me didi atem eno so krampo de enko bebia an ye ne aginem enti wan na ehwem wa ha enwumbre ya omoni abre dendenden a Kevin Taylor abanti omo peso medidi NPP for ma mabo jantra cha modome moso bedomo nyame enhira mo na gonu ewo wo so nyina yentim free ho na enwumbre hwan na ehweme hwan so na kire mu se bimbo ni din na yemfa dwuma de enhyehyɛ so team stay with me. Thank you very much, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing this in. It's very, very important. We need it. Mama nchia nipa kakra amanfo start edwa yen start show no wadwa obodam yen start show no buofu na obuofu ne anya odan All right, why na hwɛ me ma menchia nipa ba ko mienu bi titru emma no omo na mfaso omo so embe man omo to den sekako. Now, money no homo. Money is watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Money, for being here tonight. Millicent is also watching me. Millicent Apedu is live here. Rahina is watching me. Cindy is live here. Nifrim Pong is watching. Augustine is live. And also Benny is watching. Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team around the world on Facebook, YouTube, and also on TikTok tonight. Team, send me the TikTok link. I'm sorry, team, send me the TikTok link. Cindy Esnam Asari, beautiful ladies showing up tonight to watch Kevin Taylor. Zadzi. Otele, yeah, Omahini Commander Santi, aka Otele. Okay, Otele and yet Otele. Now, Akwabe Pekasa. I can also see Hamid watching me tonight. Also, Ibrahim live here on Laos Alliance TV. Chairman 1, Otele. Chairman 1 is watching me. Also, Otele. Akwama bodam anything you do for domino gamanchesu feel me obia feel me awonafo hene eye kofo hene eye obia pebasa because adeneme no otsele oso na otsele jimu tu ai otsele slide na ediba omi ayire mu de wontina on sele otsele. Now the second one is Awako is watching me tonight obi also to say Emmanuel live on Loud Silence TV tonight. Winner is watching me this evening. Ibrahim is live on Loud Silence TV this evening. Also, I can see team. I just want to get me the TikTok link. I know TikTok is live. Get me the link so that I can say hello to a few TikTokers watching me around the world. Anima is also, Gideon is live here. Narte is watching me. Sarafina Bani is also watching me this evening. It's exactly 4:32 p.m. US East Coast time. In Ghana, 8:32. Mumuni is watching me. Bright Ebrifa is also live on Loud Silence TV. Mame Esi Atreba, beautiful, fancy name. I really appreciate you being here tonight. Also, Mickey F is live here. Rebecca is watching me. My beautiful Rebecca, how are you? Yeah, but it's all good. Rebecca, my beautiful Rebecca. But still, I wish to maintain your level. Augustine is live here. Muhammad is watching me tonight. Ajwa Maonyo has been here for years, and I really appreciate Ajwa Maonyo for being here. Good evening to Omahini Commander Santi Otsele. AKA Otsele Part 2. All right, now I can see Desmond watching me. Amina Jibril also watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Amina, for being here. Minuanom Entafo and Kremufo ene e Christopher Morgana. Adeba kwa me pe in Kremufo ne Christopher Morgana. I want to say e Kremufo ne Christopher Morgana. Omu timi tina wa say oh, mumi enye debate. Omu debate kakra no nyina bre no makoda. That is the beauty of religion in Ghana. Etumi do santamu timi tina wa no moni aha. Incredible for any a Christopher Boga, which is a cotton house. No argument, argument go be a that is the beauty. A Christopher incredible for Morgano. To be charged. To be argument. I didn't mention with them. That is the beauty. That is what we have that most countries don't have. Almost incredible say, Preco, yes, oh, somebody is in chain. Christian is I Preco, Mammy Preco. Just say, tell you no trouble about so you be uncle separate. A Christopher incredible for more where stop on every day. Say Christopher incredible for Gala started debate no more giddy games we more. Omunya kwa kusho trouble about come di omu yobo kofi bibiansi ai omu do omu ho na sometimes the second reason omu so omu ye na nsem unso yam say munja omu mienu omu kwa kusho trouble omu kusha Incremoni bega so mame ufufuo de ye papa wallahi ye pafufuo but memfa preko kan ho kura oso minim sa alaji minim inti preko kwa de we preko kwa na ni hampo we kire ho na incremoni Kristo ni so aba wallahi alaji alfa oso bibia bako na untoka kra mame na alaji Isaka preko kwa ne fa nkosi kire ho enso wo pese eton kwa kakra ba o ade be kire mu nyina asa gina bonti no boko hwekotokode has inti ana me hu nkofona no mbu fu no mokunto gam say incredible for mo Ghana ne a Christopher from Ghana o different breeds o no they are one people you can't do anything to them. They will argue sometime, they will come back home. I bo na Isaka kware amata na de Frank Jesus so akwakoware Halima too. That is what we have most countries don't have. And it's all to Ghana na wadwe you say what the incredible for any Christopher nyantokwa wa bodam hwinsi omo no mafom wadwe o choba ba ko no mudidi ai e Christopher incredible for choba ba ko no mudidi omo fo ka ba ko san nkofo na so omo ye party a incredible for ba e na Christopher ba omo ye outdoor na incredible for ba ai Christopher ba incredible for eye a awarea afena ameria bo se Christopher na je front city o ye nuanom o emo kakro be pedi nti oh ali de se de nete ha ye de ye nyini nyina ye ne nyini ye Christopher pe salam wedi se Christopher pe gribofo duane dia e ho na ho so bodo gribofo Ali de oboje Michael hello salam alaikum Christopher ka salam alaikum o pe salam wedi abofuru salam alaikum we de Nyankopon din na ye de aba eye ase eye occasion eye ye nua Ali ye ne nyini ye Christopher no o be pe na mari o be pe na mari ye nua Ali ye ne nyini ye enti na nde atisa Ali eye den ware yeso de presby ene Methodist ni Anglican high na we ne na nyini ne bobo ene aba se yeso be kire odo na ye ne anuanum ye ba ye singing band ba obi aba ye ba na ye nyina be do ye ho na ya boa Ali enso ma na ware akoso omo boa omo bepe mu ne di omo bepe salamu na mare inti abasa na inti ye nyina ye baako Christopher no ye nyina ye baako inti we die ya band ye nyina ofe kwan so inti mu be ye nyina do ye ho omo se ye dan Christopher ye omo boa Christopher pe mu di the same thing say a Christopher ya party incredible for no wuram mu bi nyina come dem mu incredible na Christopher a Christopher ya party na o hihye jana bia de nam ho Allah Isaac dey say na ho Isaac oye tamo ya kora kiti kura de bi o mo panyini ba ko di o di incredible no Isaac no ya kora kiti ye mba ba yi alima mu ne yi na nom ne bobo enende yesi Isaac ware inti Isaac ware ya meba no oboa o be Christopher fufu ni alright o be Christopher fufu ni bi di wallahi Isaac ya hwe na nyini salaba so o man na bio Isaac die inti aba ne wallahi Allah na eto inshirapa ediegu aye dia Isaac aware ya so ne nyina ya ba inti esi die ye ni mo be ye die ye ni mo be kan bom na ye nua oboa o pe fufu ni jollof edi. It is a Christopher more Ghana and Ingrid before Ghana you fight. I'm to be sure most of you here. Where mu be a no me go to house for. O me go to house for a Christopher and Ingrid before massa win jam life momo. She see omo do mo ho. Ba o say debate there why na bem ntia momo nye. Where they Mr. S? Oh really? I'm going to take a short break. My team sent me BBC quickly. I'm going to take a short break. Yeah. Me tetafo na me buy me baton fish. Ewo asafo market. Ya me be wan wo hwe me. Da bia no pa me so dia wo yem tiama me. Awia ne ama me eto afufu anwuma so ne asebo me. Efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa. Eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de didi efra no pa me ba ha me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana me bedu ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo bo se ante se di adwuma no nya dum so yi abro wa de me na ye aye nyina firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho de mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai ade ani aye ma ya wa abro wa ti wo ma me wonte se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei me te me we demonstration me kon ma kwa kama sam so a kire mama no who me mabo na dum se wonya na me be timi tan fish wonya sika matari ane adi ene ma ba bibia ne be se NDC fo na sisei MPP fo sisei na nti wo mama MPP fo no nyesa ne kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka ena nkrofo yo de ya ne kura nyina MPP me bati yesi ba bi de etobo engomo de anuma ko bu agu ni pa kura mo bugu ya wa de wa aboa wote wona ne dai obi abu agu wonya demonstration bibi a musi MPP fo na ye de sa ne ye woni pa wo woni pa che mu dia ene ya fe mu nsore so ndi mama se wontimi a wonya bon eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no wonya amade obetimi betena ho no wonhwe na mere wa ye mobo me tetafo na me baye me baton fish ewo asafo market ya me be wan wo hwe me da bia no pa me so dia wo ye tiama me awia ne ama me eto afufu anwuma so ne asebo me efiri se dum so ba me ba no fish adaka duasa ne akoto agu kwa eti na me ba no wonya sika ma me na me de didi efira no pa me ba ha me ni di yo eno ani bodo se hwan ana bedu ha no mato bi die me ba nya sika ma me wo bo se ante se di adwuma no nya dum so yi abro wa de me na ye aye nyina firi dum so me ti asi me de me sum ho ne mu ya ansa me da fom birim mama adai ade ani aye ma ye wo abro wa ti wo ma me wonte se me a mama mi huna ma ni sei
to me team me demonstration and me kon ma come some to akire mama no hu me mabo na dum se wonya na me be timi tan fish onye sika matter di ane adi and ma ba bibia na be say NDC for na say MPP for say na nti wo mama MPP for na ne say kura nyina ya MPP de wa mo beka and nkrofo yo de ane kura nyina MPP me bati yesi baby di etobo ngomo di anuma ko bu agu ni pa kura mu bugu ya wa de wa aboa what one ne dai obi abu agu wa demonstration bibi a mo se MPP for na ye de say ne ye woni pa o mo woni pa che mo dia ene ye fe mu nsore so ndi mama se wontimi a wo nya bone eno ase me na me ka ye so me boa no onya amade obetimi metena ho no wo hwe na mere wa ye mobo
madam nie ekue chanie madam no oso ate se mere wa demonstration fitia no pa onum nsuo enso osu anwinsuo ma so bolo kutao den e freeze ma unsem nyina emwa unsem adane kokuo nsem so bolo kutao unsem ma blog dem o de hwe obi anima ebe pai o ka kire se yedum kanea ma obadwuma sei utu nan wano akopem dan moja so nye wano na wa bre watena wiase ditro ekuecha ditro uni abrofudin okay which is good na wo ditro ekuecha so bolo kuto wi aya din che mo si mi bibi e na kuta o te se otele ena mote Ghana na nkwase asam na said the muya edibesi o women's organizer no communications director South Central area hono no oba no free black mami we de wanyini o na bro na mama ne kwan hwe ono constitution onam hono o maybe start as every free no what tap baby within 1 minute why ye campaign dey we South Central communications director you channel gina hono okoto obo butubutu what say nkoku o me dangerous oja meso okoto omo no I was antase any asafo efitwesi mu no mhihiem din ewie dia no edin na mo fa me kwhye dem a whole encyclopedia or political encyclopedia share and there abana okoto no make sure say eya hunafo ni tugum into so koto God we be do me so ba kwa asafo no the gate ano asafo udru eye infantefo ne side ona ko wuram ko top obi a telafo no printing for no obebia fie kakraka no butu gate da no onye so mo wu omo monitor election day share mo ko to ma hwan mo a mo ko no mo make sure awonafo ne tugum into mo fight omo ni awonafo de ko intugum competition ne kasi ado mo dwa boy wey o be da froko no ha now yatia na asimesi so say oye MPP card bearer member mama remfi.
Oh, I have an MPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So we don't want to talk about that now because that's not the issue now. The mission to return to power is what is really driving the. Oh, I have an MPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So. Oh, I have an MPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So we don't want to talk about that now because that's not the issue now. The mission to return to power is what is really driving the. Oh, I have an MPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So we don't want to talk about that now because that's not the issue now. The mission to return to power is.
Also, MPP card or MPP ni mapa. Now that issue will be dealt with by important people. Muamaka we ngwasiafo. Into anamwa I say kodusha na him. Make a say eduabona ma mene born no ebe kunu Paul me say eduana ma mene born no kunu ba on say or shred or shrink it or dilapidate or destroy or kakra edwudwa no on send over being and catchable or see our MPP card, but that issue will be dealt with by the more important. Okwasia paying so a blogger my MPP. Yet the MPP youth abua or compare MP do I just so you bet treating the support a dancer for support. Ediabona be kuno Paul on Kanokre or your MPP communicator. He has been an MPP communicator for years. Recently, your Kotna UTV. Emi Busane said, oh, your MPP ni or say no. He leans towards the right, the far right. Abua, my Jimmy. Inkofo we the modiska, edmonyesika. Omo use mama dadamo. They are liars. In the name say, Mwejiminti Paul Ekaso. Wait, or your MPP communicator flat. He was an Ekufuado appointee twice. This guy is a thief. He's a criminal. So, or the MPP need better TV so an interviewer. Two MPP animals speaking. Their interest is to make sure they destroy the government, destroy people's reputation for their disease of a political party to come to power. It's all about interest. Me MPP ni na mena wokasa. Me MPP ni mapa. And I mena wokasa minimum call for no. When you see people like Paul, you need to treat him like Obi to say Paul Yando. You need to treat him like Abronye. You need to treat him like any riffraff supporting the MPP. Because this is an MPP guy who is basically fooling a lot of people in the name of I'm a journalist. No. It is almost a Paul. Any another MPP need to TV. So now omo concert ni comedy. They are trying to tell you so wait Jimmy. Because technically, two MPP people having a conversation. It is Paul and a fool. They can sit on TV anytime. And then one MPP person will be interviewing another MPP person. How are you going to get to the truth? But Hano, me MPP ni na mechi na call MPP mu. So you people should not get this twisted. Paul Adomotri is a liar, a thief, and a criminal. Or it's a concern. Jantre ni ayabonu dia eduane bi kuno. Kakra. You see the way he looks now. I say we did 90. Eduano is working in him, and it will manifest. New Webe Tantan Ediana Mamene born or born front and back. What body Diama at the end of the day, a Niger friend and Niger on Yebi. He is going to be like this. He is going to be like this. Unana Wambo, Kakranka Krabati Tim. MPP Neo Chamber Ubati because they've been lying for years. Yadiba Wawa.
What's the day? November to November. Me and no mind, no calendar. Come on, let's. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. November to November, me and no mind, no calendar. Come on, let's ride, I'm a running man. Higher than life, no challenger. Trace my loss for the charisman. Chasing those no scavengers. Chasing those no scavengers. I said, dang. As a mission city ball in a K won't yes, you're not as having the sign. War. Only one a chilling walk on with 3 bumping us, you're not as having the sign. And the time no evidence. I go to chill like a relax. I know the time no evidence. I go to chill like a oh no, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop. Today, November to November. Me and no mind, no calendar. Come on, let's ride, I'm a running man. Higher than life, no challenger. Trace my loss for the charisman. Chasing those no scavengers. Chasing those no scavengers. I said, dang. As a mission city ball in a K won't yes, you're not as having the sign. War. Only one a chilling walk on with 3 bumping us, you're not as having the sign. And the time no evidence. I go to chill like a relax. I know the time no evidence. I go to chill like a oh no, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know.
Obi Eshawa, you say we New Patriotic Party Niana.
No, Obi Shemia, who may say they are right wing of politics. Me a very, very right wing of politics, and I'm right wing because I'm a Christian. And the fundamental thing I may disagree with the left of politics and say they challenge the existence of God. All left wing politics challenges the existence of God. Well, most left wing politics. Right wing is about, so basically, right wing, I believe in big business, small government.
A few moments later.
Oh, I have an MPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So we don't want to talk about that now because that's not the issue now. The issue to return to power is.
You who say we New Patriotic Party Niana.
No, Obi Shemia, who may say they are right wing of politics. Me a very, very right wing of politics, and I'm right wing because I'm a Christian. And the fundamental thing I may disagree with the left of politics and say they challenge the existence of God. All left-wing politics challenges the existence of God. Well, most left-wing politics. Right-wing is about, so basically, right-wing, I believe in big business, small government.
A few moments later.
Oh, I have an MPP membership, but I don't want to go into those details. Those are matters that will be dealt with by important people. So we don't want to talk about that now because that's not the issue now.
Left wing for they challenge the existence of God. By right wing for they don't. Anything all right wing, you know. Also left wing for challenge the existence of God. The left wing, they believe in science. When you believe in science, you question nature. That does not mean you are questioning the existence of God. Jimmy, when you question nature, it does not mean you are questioning the existence of God. It means you want to basically open your horizon to even understand the existence of God and how it came by. So if you say left wing do not believe the existence of God, and it's now who believe in right wing. Now the definition or the explanation he gave, they say the right wing, small government, big business. You were a criminal, you were a thief. He's talking about capitalism. We will come and we will own it. He didn't want to use the word capitalism because we usually won't say property owning people. They come in, they steal, and they run. It was say they believe in the right wing, which they see it as small government, big companies. This is a criminal. This guy is just running around words. When Jimmy, when we before, Paul is a liar. Oh yeah. The reason why I don't like left wing is because they challenge the existence of God. No, every human being, life, this world, everything about it evolves. And Kenya men challenging nature and getting solutions to some things. And can't be in the Garden of Eden because we wouldn't get solution to malaria. We wouldn't get solution to tuberculosis. We wouldn't get solution to yaren krabia ekuye. Into men challenging, men trying to find the antidote to what has already existed. No, does not mean men are fighting the existence of God. Into if the left wing, and I said those you see as left wing, you know, they are doing that. You how are you going to save yourself? Are you going to walk to a pastor to pray for you? And Paula. Tuberculosis won't TB won't when you are hiding your sickness, going behind the scenes quietly to doctors to give you prescription. It was people say the science even though they knew the existence of God. Even his reasons, you know, Makacham said, and you'll be a couple of years where Jimmy also small government, big businesses. Now Paul is a pop star. Where Jimmy, Makacham da. All right, thank you very much, team. We can move ahead. Are we good to go? Team, are we good to go? We can do small touch-ups. We can do small touch-ups, and when you give me the green light, we can move. But if you want us to enter the wagon right now, I can enter the wagon right now. Yes. Mr. P, Mr. S, let me know what to do. Do we enter the wagon, or I can enter Segleme, also enter John Buedu, something small, and then if it is important to add one or two, I can. But if you guys think that we should just enter the wagon, I can enter the wagon. Team, stay with me, please. I'm working with a group, and I just don't do things on my own. I just don't sit here and speak. I have a team I work with, and they direct me what to do and how to do it and what time to do what. So I understand that it's a big platform, and yet lie. Okay, my team is saying we should enter Segleme. So, the president of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, today paid a visit to Segleme housing. NDC are buying and this Segleme buy. Na Segleme no John Mahama buying NDC are buying a C. And then almost I think about 1,500. Now no more expected so much to see close to 5,000 homes. Now NDC fra be no and achichide na Jimmy about power. And for about 8 years they left Segleme to rot. Omu jai a dying over 2,000 in say empro. Now, what happened was people entered the facilities and started stealing. Until you could see, say, high quality equipment, things are fitted dino, a dino, not close to finishing for people to move in. No, Nanado Danko Kufuad at Chidiano, on a Abozege, a comedian. For 8 years, they didn't touch it. The same way they never touched a Sewia. The same way they left some very important facilities and kebe to me accommodation when some problem na aba from no. Say Jimmy for me anyway decided not to touch it. The same applies to Sewia Hospital. The same applies to a lot of facilities around the nation. And now John Mahama is back again. The NDC are back again. And what are they doing? They have promised the Ghanaian that when it comes to accommodation, housing, they are going to make it free. They are not just free, they are going to make it accessible. Send at least police for, soldier for, teacher for, obi oya abanyajuma, any obi kronya abanyajuma, access to accommodation. Because our biggest problem as a nation is getting access to baby ebeda. Accommodation is a big problem. John Dramani Mahama is back again. In less than 2 years in office, Wakacha Ghana for Seglemeno, he will put it up, he will put it together, and he will make sure that Ghanaians from different backgrounds will get a place to sleep. And John Mahama visited a Segleme housing now MPP for Jagu 8 years. I say Dino. Now there you say for 8 years no almost smart omugoro boys omuko Segleme ho. Diana John Mahama abang NDC year from 2012 to 2016 no almost started just omuria so Segleme fittings a year nyoma ye debo ball light cables omkoto chini nyina etutu ntokore nyina koya alumi. MPP for a right winger omejimi. They don't understand what we call continuing governance or continuing a project after a government leaves office. And Seglemeno at a point, Sibiana deteriorated almost mass boys in call Mumbia Momo, no makutu a condition, no makutu light, no makutu burger proof, no makutu to be bia as we speak. Seglemena John Mahama Mujao. Nanka also nipa movie come no Ekufuor and MPP for area hunyama nyina John Mahama and the NDC they are back and they are back to make sure they fix Segleme and for Ghanaians to get a place to stay to live. Inti Mahama set March 2027 deadline for first 700 Segleme housing units. And then 1,500 no Ekufuor do man for Monsanka and umujama ne proye. John Mahama say Omaba back. Sebio ebe hiya say Ghana for obebua Ghana for ma Segleme we Ghana for akotinim. Until from now to March 2027 afia ebesimu no bosume toso miensa no about 700 of the Segleme units no edino omobe nyina ready for people to move in. And he paid a visit ewo Segleme momienhwe de esiye abra the president of the republic went to the Segleme housing unit.
Very much. Kojo is not selling his products well. Enough.
I'm amicus curiae. How do you say that in friend of the court? Okay.
Yes, I think the connection with the Dawa industrial zone must be highlighted because we are getting water pipe from Dawa to the settlement. As you just look behind.
And then for water, I hear the wash basins and everything.
So all those things, but when you go to the apartments and even they show apartment, they show you over there. You see that at least they have, it's in process and it's in progress.
Okay.
So what we want for this middle section
yes.
to be very much a community social space.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it'll be like a playground for the children.
Playground, the park, a green zone.
Wonderful.
So this for the 2-bedroom type. And the 3-bedroom type also has the same circular structure. So they also have a
guess you have all heard the good news, and so I'm not going to overemphasize what has been said. You can see the beautiful montage behind me. This is how it's going to look when you come back at the end of next year. As the developer said, 700 units by March next year will be able to commission, and another 1,000, actually total of 1,500 by end of next year, by December next year. This was a vision that was started by Professor Atta Mills, and I came and continued it. Unfortunately, when government changed hands, there were some issues, legal issues, and the new government said they wanted to investigate, and so in the meantime, the project stalled. Now, the unfortunate thing that happened was, looters came in and stole everything, the cables, the wash basins, the baths, all the fittings, electricals, bulbs. They even took the telecom cables from underground and pulled them away and took them. And so it just left an empty shell. And eventually, the government agreed that the private sector should partner to finish it, and LMI were choosing to do it. You can see what it's going to look like when this place is finished. It's going to be a very conducive housing estate for occupation. The good thing is, if people don't register fast enough, you see all these industries here, all the way to Tema, those in the industrial area, Dawa industrial area, they will snap up all the houses for their workers. But they are available for people who want to move with their families here. And so when the portal is open to register those who are interested in purchasing houses, I'm sure that many Ghanaian workers and other persons who want to live in a beautiful estate like this would register. All the things that were said are going to happen, because I visited the water treatment plants when I came to cut sod for the solar plants. The industrial park is just next door, and it has a whole water treatment plant which produces more water than the industrial park needs. So some of the extra water is going to be supplied to this estate, and the rest of the extra water is actually going to be piped to the Tema industrial area in a collaboration with Ghana Water and Sewerage Company Limited. So there are very good things happening in this corridor. Happily, government is dualizing the road from here to Aflao. The first phase is being worked on. The second phase from Central University is just being awarded. And so you would have a fast road link. You also have, like he said, a rail link. The rail link will carry not only humans, but for the industries in the industrial park, their containers and other things from the Tema port will come by the rail line. And so this is going to be a very major industrial and residential corridor. But the good thing is, it ties into the new city concept that we're talking about, because the new city is just stretching up from here through Bundase, where the military firing range used to be, all the way to the Volta Lake. And so that is the concept of the new city. So Saglemi fits into it very nicely. The Dawa Industrial Park fits into it very nicely. And I'll just congratulate the partnership between the Water Resources Works and Housing Ministry and the private developer. It is my hope that we'll congregate here after Christmas, just around the Easter, to commission the first set of houses.
So, when you hear somebody sit on radio and TV and stupidly say, we don't see what this government is doing, you are dear monumental be a banner out to any panacoti, with all due respect, man, this is Suminaso. Now you're telling, because Sanka MPP Bayern and Komun Jimmy and Komu and making sure say 5,000 houses come completing in Yankende, over 30,000 people in your baby atna. But the same MPP today are sitting on the fences with their journalists, so-called journalists or telephone saying, oh, I buy way back power no, ye who anything monumental What is monumental than this? And it goes all the way to adding good roads or building railway lines. It goes all the way to water supply. And you sit on radio as a journalist. But these are the same people say the National Cathedral na achichidie ni sia ye book judge for Daiguno is a good idea because kwasi ebi so a Pentecost ni. We need to be humans for once. And what this government, this president is doing, meaning be assured say and the okwabontene. Now you gonna for 10. Now be some say John Mahama Twaswa. You get 9 of them saying yes because this is governance. This is leadership. This leadership without blemish. This the leadership you hear vindictive. A leadership that is ready to solve the people's problems. And that is what John Mahama is doing. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to exert too much force. You just need to be rational and act human. You just have to look out for a nyoma nipano a hioma and into omodi ebufo to abatia achichidie ne nkwasiafo no. So these are things you cannot just sit and say abano yehu anything monumental. Sa edanya John Mahama NDCC ye 2016 giguwe anka nkwasiafo we be finishing dan ankende kwasiampenya wo to odi matem so MPP ni a we teacher ni ko nya bebi atena Ochimba wudi MPP echi a wo to fin se amokua ankende wo fa bi nya bebi atena wo betena ne nchen trading college. And these are the kinds of things that they be a catcher Ghana for said. The NDC is a government or is a party that thinks about the people. Omunya property owning. Omunya a social political party. And that is what we are seeing over and over every day. And the government of the day led by John Mahama, they are doing the work we want them to do. Abaya 2 years nyina say enkwasiade MPP ekufuado ene concert for no be ya 8 years omoma on my way retrogress ya yentwe nyamputu no omomra meye, and they are doing it. When you go to roads, we are seeing serious road works being done under the leadership of Abuja, the roads minister. Come to health ministry. We are seeing lots and lots of hospitals being equipped. For 8 years, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was breaking down hospitals but not re-equipping hospitals. He was not making sure hospitals were equipped enough to take the amount of pressure on them. Go into other ministry like the energy ministry, and they almost can you do 2 times within 2 months into what is the energy. The issue is the NDC government came to inherit an energy sector that was on its knees. And this energy minister, this government is trying to make sure they recalibrate the system. So all these things are part a work hazard. It happens. So at the end of the day, when Gridco comes out and says can you doom, and they put a notice out, and a criminal like Eddie, the last guy sits on City News with those sick people to say they don't know why the light have gone up. Even at City, one of the worst radio stations, your workers, sometimes you go off air. Do you plan to go off air? No. These are machines working. These are people working day in, day out to sustain your energy. We were here, energy talk akosombom kwasiampenyi. Oju said one day here. As time goes on, these are machines that will flip, that will trigger. So these are things that we do every time. And Gridco and the energy ministry came out to tell you there is a problem. That is why this is happening, and that respectfully they are working on it. Now for free. Now the last guy who was taken care of like a chicken by Afenyo Markin and the rest sit on City TV and stupidly put false news out. Every single time, we get notice from Gridco. We get the energy ministry reacting. What do you people want them to do? In Fui, when those animals were in power, all of you guys started using Bible quotations to do what? Address issues. The stupidity of the black man is getting out of hand. In Tanapana City, most of you don't pay light bills. Most of you don't even pay your bills. You sit on TV and you think, so be Jimmy, let us say something. Why are the lights going off? What do you say you'll be first second year be doom? This government, when they came into office, the debt and that energy sector, so in Kwasia 4 year MPP for taking care of you people like pigs. They basically collateralized our energy sector. They basically brought in PDS to steal from us. You dwarfs with little balls and dicks could not stand before the MPP to tell them, say, this is not governance. Kwasia 4, we are still dealing with the PDS problem. We are still doing what? Trying to fight that debt. So when you people sit on radio and then school you are intelligent to apply common sense and also make sure the analysis you are making it is rational enough. So you see them in the mornings sitting on radio in Kwasiakika. The light went off. Yes, the minister addressed the nation that this is something which we will be experiencing because they are fixing it. So once in a while, if the light goes off, what's the big deal? I brought check light to me do some time. You feel you can get a whole state going off at a point. But does it mean say the ministry, the agencies in charge of power are not doing their job? Foolish people like you, when you're not radio, so politicians are here in school. What the last guy when you bottom sika anko school politician and educo to say kwasi abrabeye lawyer na fa tokonuko defend tokonuko court. These foolish people. So you understand it. This government is working and they are doing what is right. So let's not forget. It's very, very important. Now, what we are going to do is yebeka a year asema Afenyo Markin akofaba. And Andrew Samijimfi Kasano. He made a statement. Okase Afenyo Markin is an extortionist. And I'll say a blackmailer. Now, people don't just get up and say these kind of things. Some can say now it means either they have evidence or they know that that person is into that. Now, for Samijemfi to make such a statement emphatically that Afenyo Markin is a blackmailer and an extortionist, then it means that now, this is what Samijemfi said yesterday.
To improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics, and I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are: a desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation and political blackmail by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. By persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration.
Samijemfi asema na okano okano brofo a oyi ni baako ejudwam abra oye press conference a omiti eyedien Ghana. Ose nipa beti se Afenyo Markin. He has specialized in what we call political blackmail. Or say political blackmail. And I'll say, yes, I didn't know. Then what he expects compulsory arbitration. Then he went on to say, Afenyo Markin, after he does all these things, it is because he wants people to oil his palms. What you say? I say Afenyo Markin nipa bia. Oye nipa otumi boni trim na wafa kweti kwan so na sebio waka asama to so sene bema uyema hyew obetu no obedi nkomo na wakodane asam no na waka se asam wei se wa ama me sei anhye me ho a me kwa akoka ne sei. He's a blackmailer on kanokre oye obi a otwatro odin komo esa ko twatro na de emane ye yakrampo ni say osi ope bibi wo ho na wanfa amana na waya na adwene say obesɛe enti de okachero ni say mami wei so mami wei dia and de mefa me ho adwene mesɛe wudin enti compulsory arbitration by force de openo wanfa amana obekɔ akogu w'anim ase na de oye ni say oye ni nyina wi odwene say ehu beto wo so na watam bibi ama no say esika na wo de ama no say eya ahonia na wo de ama no say ye ka no o say ade a Afenyo Markin oye no no now say obi e kasa na sebio oka nsem say kire nipa bebre susu say oye saa de na then it means say that person knows more than you know and that person is not far from nokre no now me be kire adekudie a sa gold board in sense we no Afenyo Markin eye na adwene say even though Bank of Ghana and tam sikama gold board kodi dwuma no obeyi Bank of Ghana efrim na ordinary esi eye Sami Jemfi so busa ho sa de ntra from the time Afenyo Markin started say and also extortionate me refi Sami Jemfi say Afenyo Markin ye extortionist the oye say opopo nipa na wagidi nsem sika wagini nsem ejapade or tata nkofo against their will na wagi bibie free nsem sana Sami Jemfi kind also a blackmailer, he's an extortionist. He always uses these kind of things for people to cow for him to get money. He want him to get what he wants into oka or your comfort or sheni pechi hanipa. Now Afenyo Markin started gold board in sense semono so what's the dia a Bank of Ghana reporter IMF watcher now it was about Bank of Ghana gold dealings in Ghana. It is only the Bank of Ghana that can buy gold, and the Bank of Ghana that was established by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana cannot go into the market to buy gold. Etiamra Bank of Ghana needs to find a middle person to buy the gold for them. Omuto gold we are not the Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana kwani to me town yen sa gold na bedin insano through agency or directly. Now Bank of Ghana tamusika de ma gold board so omufanko di juma. Na inti se asema ba. Na ye say Ghana yen kan krampo say ye hu se sikani bi send your MPP for timomoka say oh a kaba. Who do you question first? You question the Bank of Ghana, and then the Bank of Ghana will tell you that it is this person who brought the loss. But interestingly enough, when Afenyo Markin started his press conference and decided to attack Sami Jemfi, his person, and to force the people to believe what he was saying, he isolated the Bank of Ghana completely. And who's studying the press conference, Afenyo Markin, and the releases they've made, they have isolated Bank of Ghana, which is the primary corporate in this matter. Because the Bank of Ghana and Tamsikama gold board cannot trade. So, then the Bank of Ghana started the trading of gold using gold board to do the trading. Because as I sit here, semitam car na me dema driver ni bi. Na driver ni no car na odi ye juma no at the end of the day. Or there come another person but the ye juma. Sebio me na me ye owner no. Se me busa question me car no we here. Me nko bisa nipa na driver na de car na man se onye spare because ono officially me man the car so ontwima me. But se me share car no okroma, the only person I'll call is my driver that I handed the car to. In this emergency because me car na say I cannot blame any spare driver because officially, many spare driver be any contract. The only person I have a contract with is the driver. I'm the car and sharing same no. In this gold board, Ejisika or Bank of Ghana ho, Ediko Ekoto gold, Edema Ghana Yejesika. Then a problem about a whole minority leader Bejina TV so not deliberately, maliciously. It decided to single out the gold board CEO Sami Jemfi, attack his person, insult him, and isolate the Bank of Ghana. That is the primary culprit in this matter. Ask yourself why. Anything I remember, I just say there was something off in Afenyo Markin's presser. There was something off, and most people didn't see that. And then today I'm going to question or send a message to the minority group that Afenyo Markin from day one, he knew what he was doing. deɛ na Afenyo Markin ɛyɛ nyinaa ɔkɔfa Sami Gyamfi di be mu his communication, his focus, what he wanted to do was to scare Sami Gyamfi. It was blackmailing Sami Gyamfi. He was trying to extort from Sami Gyamfi in the past, and it never worked. Into the question you asked, and say, na Bank of Ghana wohona MPP Afenyo Markin has never found it necessary to even question the Bank of Ghana. Busa hosa adentra. And Eric J. Eko eye kokro so. Make sure who Afenyo Markin is. Eric J. Eko kokro so no. Or can something about Afenyo Markin's blackmail? Eye ne boss Sami Gyamfi aka. Now I know say Eric J. Asama no kano na only 100% knowledge about it. You know something? I was in Ghana last week. Maybe Ghana about America Enra. I had followed this matter in and out. I knew what was coming. Anytime I'm free Ghana about America Enra, I knew what Afenyo Markin was going to do. Because I know the steps he took before he decided to come out and try and malign Sami Gyamfi. In the South Stedina, Asamanankasa Oka, Anatamana Okasa Kasarina, he never referred to Bank of Ghana, never in any way or any time. But Busangusa Dentra, it was because it was a personal thing. He was expecting Sami Gyamfi to do Sami Gyamfi. Now, Yangotie Eric J, he didn't have the full story, but he gave you an idea of but tonight, I will let you know who Afenyo Markin is and why he's on this tangent. For the first time, he's walking from radio to radio, trying to clean himself before the damage is done. But the damage is already done. Because chrono and in your ma or na you saw be uncle yeno and then a person or turning into and there with MPP for communication, penny for tenacia. It is not about Afenyo Markin attacking Sami Gyamfi without evidence. It is about Sami Gyamfi not being old enough to respond to a foolish man like Afenyo Markin. Until you get a very confused man like Ni Lamte Van Der Poel sit on TV and foolishly say Sami Gyamfi did not communicate well. But that same man has refused to understand that the statement from Afenyo Markin called for that response from Sami Gyamfi, because you, Oko Van Der Poel, who wants to be a national chairman, if Afenyo Markin goes out there to malign you, deliberately extort, blackmail you, I don't think he will sit there and foolishly make you look like a simple matter. No. And no political party will trust such a person who cannot sit and analyze issues and make sure, say, the right things are done. Because at the end of the day, it was the response as Sami Gyamfi Afenyo Markin, the Afenyo Markin isolating a Bank of Ghana and trying to cycle only him, attacking him and threatening him. And if you, Oko Van Der Poel, you say you are a communicator who really understands communication, you wouldn't have made that careless statement. Yeah. And a party like the NDC, they don't need traitors and people who try to lick everybody's eyes as to look good in the public eye. No. So we need to understand where we are. Oko Van Der Poel, you need to understand where you are. You want to lead a party that is principled. And the fact of the case is Sami Gyamfi crazy to just walk out and go make a statement like that? It is because of what he knows. It's because of what Afenyo Markin is deliberately doing. Into you, as a traitor like that, sit on TV and say you wouldn't, Sami Gyamfi need to apologize. He doesn't have to. Are you serious as a man who wants to lead a party like the NDC? No. So revise your books. To me, I will never urge anybody to make you the national chairman of the NDC. Never. Why? But back to the issues. The Eric J. details, no. The reason why he's doing this, because you see, he's using some kind of reverse psychology. What he wants to do is say he wants to threaten the young man and say your bail will be enormous. You are going to go to jail, and that is the statement from a criminal who does not know what his opponent, the person he's attacking, going to do into Oslo. So what he has to do is give some red meat to his followers, his MPP piglets who don't have an idea of what Afenyo Markin is doing behind the scenes. Eric J. I'll be back, and then we will address this issue very well.
Chairman General, dear ya we as a fan say yes, for the now da bia nipa na ba abonten na obeka nsem bi gu hu fi na unim senye sa netie because Afenyo be sorrow parliament there that gold board they will see the losses they are making that gold board da bia that gold board now no there okoye press conference all here no you couldn't say gold board per the report paragraph A or B or C hana kanwo na there twa wo kran say Afenyo Markin here I'll say unia kitwa samije or see the bill condition there honors Chairman General, that's the big question. And then Samika say Afenyo is a extortionist. Okay, some speech no omeki yana. Oh, a woman also a blackmailer. It's a day Bema Sami Jemfi make it up that statement. Very deep. It's Mokwa minority was a mushia. Namubusa was a day never move yet free leader, so a blackmailer or a extortionist. Oh, yes, it is there. Open more video. Me famon abo. What I say? Intimesa. If you have a extortionist as your leader, you have a problem as a party.
So you see, and I would like to correct this. Neil Lante van der Poy, not Oku van der Poy. Sorry, I made it. I got the name wrong. Neil Lante van der Poy, who wants to be the national chairman of the NDC. He's a traitor. He does not qualify for that position. He is trying to please everybody, lick everybody's ass. That does not work. You can't come and sit on TV and say Sami Jemfi did not communicate well. Now Sami Jemfi were Jimmy. Did he just get up to come and respond to a minority leader who came to accuse him of things without evidence? Is Sami Jemfi stupid to just come and speak and question or answer a minority leader who is being reckless and not thinking about his position? And you sit on radio and you casually, ignorantly say the way you are an experienced communicator. You don't know communication. You know nothing about communication. You are trying to lick everybody's ass because you think that to pave the way for you to become national chairman. Nobody's going to give chance to people who cannot even stand for their people. You think these foolish MPP people, they will get up and come throw Afenyo Markin under the bus? And the fact of the case is, Afenyo Markin did not make a case with any evidence. Afenyo Markin came attacking Sami Jemfi. So your job was to question Afenyo Markin's motive. As somebody who is an elder in the party, who wants to be a chairman of the party, you are supposed to question his motive and why he used some certain words against a young man who is working. You don't go sit on TV sheepishly and then make it look like your son is Sami Jemfi, so Afenyo Markin is right. Sami Jemfi is human. He has the credibility to protect. Sami Jemfi also has feelings. So if Afenyo Markin is a fool and is showing that foolishness, Sami Jemfi has every right. Because Afenyo Markin Afenyo Markin is not dog shit. Sami Jemfi is human too. So you cannot just sit on TV and make it look like Sami Jemfi had a mistake. He hasn't. And at the end of the day, you could not even make any statement proving that Sami Jemfi has done this or not. The issue we are talking about here is Afenyo Markin came on TV, had a press conference to single out Sami Jemfi. He ignored Bank of Ghana, and the question is why? The question is, why did Afenyo Markin single out only Sami Jemfi, but cut out Bank of Ghana? That is, who are the financiers? The Bank of Ghana that gave Gold Board money. Why didn't he attack the Bank of Ghana governor? Why wasn't he on the Bank of Ghana to prove to us that the money they gave to Gold Board, they actually made losses? But you have skipped Bank of Ghana. Comfortably, you are attacking Sami Jemfi because of what you tried to do, as Sami Jemfi never allowed. So when Sami Jemfi says Afenyo Markin is an extortionist, he's a blackmailer, he is somebody nobody can trust. Whatever he's doing because of his own parochial interest. He doesn't fucking care about anybody. And that is what he has done in his political life. At a point in her life, Afenyo Markin connived, and these are in the print. He connived with some people to basically overturn a judgment. That is who Afenyo Markin is. Mini mukrano, Afenyo Markin kofa obi yire. Emma, Assembly Kopie Court, ma Afenyo Markin, Efre ni pano threaten on me, but audio waha. Afenyo Markin ya kromfo. He's a thief. This guy sent his subordinate to go to the gentleman's kids' school to go and abduct them. That is how vile, how pitiful and dangerous that guy walking on the streets of Ghana as a politician is. He is a deadly political snitch. He's greedy and he thinks he can be screaming, making noise to cover up his corrupt acts. And that is what we need to separate from this criminal calling himself a politician in Ghana. And if we are not able to call these people out, be straightforward with them, These people will continue consistently be undermining our democracy, stealing from us indirectly, cutting deals in parliament, and later coming to tell us some politicians are criminals and that with them, they are perfect. Afenyo Markin is a blackmailer per Sami Jemfi, it's an extortionist per Sami Jemfi, and there's a reason why Sami Jemfi can't, sir. Now, I'm mentioning the reason why. I told you, Afenyo Markin started a press conference. Afenyo Markin never mentioned Bank of Ghana. Ask yourself why. Afenyo Markin never insisted that the Bank of Ghana should at least tell us why this so-called in their head, in quote, losses happened. Now, I'm sure they see it. Afenyo Markin, after Parliament went on recess. Afenyo Markin, after Parliament went on recess. Afenyo Markin approached Sami Jemfi that he needed 10 million Ghana cedis. That is about $1 million. And that Ohiasa Sikanu, because they have seen a report, World Bank, IMF, a release, and that in the report, they say, Bank of Ghana ne Gold Board Aboka. So for him to go and calm his people in Parliament down, for him to go and talk to his 88 piglet in Parliament, Sami Jemfi needs to give him 10 million Ghana cedis. That is about $1 million. Now, Afenyo Markin, Sami Jemfi did not do it. In fact, Sami Jemfi catch and say, if they have found something in the IMF report, they should go ahead and do their worst. Because to him, the report does not emphatically state, say, Waboka, and his books, which was audited by the Auditor General, does not show anywhere, say, Waboka 1.7 billion. So whatever he wants to do, he can go and do it. Now, Afenyo Markin free Sami Jemfi na the Nsan Kasa Sikano. In the name, say, Obeji Sikano, Ako chairman and call for Parliament, send a moon raising issue, no. Afenyo Markin tried to go back to Bank of Ghana. And what he did was, he also went to Bank of Ghana to tell them to give him money so that he can shut down or shut up his 88 MPPs, 87 MPs. They will not start any kind of probe. They will not be heckling them about the report from IMF. He did not succeed at the Bank of Ghana. But somebody who is a businessman, an MPP businessman, who at the end of the day has interest in all this, gave Afenyo Markin that 10 million. That, take it. If you did not get anything from Bank of Ghana and did not get anything from Sami Jemfi, take it and go shut up your people. So Afenyo Markin took the 10 million, went back, and he never gave any parliamentarian any money. The NPP minority, nobody can come out and say Afenyo Markin gave them a cent. So do you know what happened? After he got that money and then kept the money, he realized that Sami Jemfi had disrespected him. He did not understand why a young man, people are speculating, when Jessica or your Gold Board CEO, why I say, he didn't understand why Sami Jemfi said he was not going to give him that money. So Afenyo Markin decided to blackmail Sami Jemfi. That was when he started telling them that he was going to come after Gold Board. So it was steady. In his presser, Afenyo Markin never mentioned the Bank of Ghana because that MPP businessman who has interest in all this gave him money in the name of Bank of Ghana, which the governor does not even know. So Afenyo Markin press conference now, he's not interested in the Bank of Ghana because one way or the other, some businessman which I know gave him that money. That money in Saka and it's Bank of Ghana for that amount. And my check shows he didn't get a dime from the Bank of Ghana. When he came out, it was a revenge and a blackmail towards Sami Jemfi. And it's Afenyo Markin. Okasa. And if you listen to him very well, or you go back to listen to his presser, 99% of his statement was threatening Sami Jemfi. That I told you to give me the 10 million Ghana. I told you to give me the $1 million. And I am going to do what I said I would do because you didn't pay me the money. And if Afenyo Markin said I am lying, he should come out tomorrow because the people who gave him the money, that 10 million, he never gave any NPP MP a dime. Afenyo Markin did not give a dime to any MP. In this West Stadia, when we say 90% of NPP MPs on parliament, they are not showing face. I just say Afenyo Markin go and fight. So what's the the Jerry and the rest, they have all taken a step back. Kojo Opon Krumah status way. But Kojo Opon Krumah has taken a step back. Why? It is because they don't even understand why Afenyo Markin is taking this personal. It is because he wants to blackmail Sammy Gyamfi to show Sammy Gyamfi that I am in control of parliament and I can destroy your name. And it's a steady MPP for more parliament. And hardly do you even hear them making direct statements and speaking on this gold board losses because they know it does not exist. Kojo Opon Krumah started this query. He, at a point, came to that conclusion that there was no loss. But you see, Afenyo Markin he wants to drag everybody with him. And Nitina, when it came to the response, Sammy Gyamfi or responded Sammy Gyamfi, he did not do a presser. He responded on a paper saying that we the minority. So what's the Nikasemwa? After Sammy Gyamfi responding to Nyomana Waye, Sammy Gyamfi telling him he is bold, he can do whatever he wants to do. He now came back with a paper in the name of we the minority because now he realized that Adeno Buabono. So he's now going to use the minority as a group to attack Sammy Gyamfi. In this letter now releasing Enrano or responding to Sammy Gyamfi, Afenyo Markin on any day from the things Sammy Gyamfi said and the response, he would have called a press conference, but he doesn't want to do that because the moment he calls a press conference, it becomes about him. Everything becomes about him. So then he wants to drag in the minority and it's not releasing just a paper and saying this is the position of our minority. But when he had the press conference, he basically made it clear. He said, Sammy Gyamfi, you go to jail. Sammy Gyamfi, you do it. He was threatening him because he didn't get the 10 million cedis. And that's the typical Afenyo Markin. That's how he operates. So we are minority. Let me advise you people. Afenyo Markin has been doing business with you people, your name. And you see, this is not the first time he's done this. Why yes, we are check. And one thing I realize here is not just Sammy Gyamfi is soft. Or Sammy Gyamfi is young. Or just so bit more popo no ajisike bi ope. Enti or yes I na amfa no. Enti on say na Eric J kasa no, he doesn't have the full brief. Eric J does not really have the story. I was in Ghana 2 days ago. And then I'm Ghana by America. I knew all that was happening. I was following Afenyo Markin's movement. That is why you saw him come. And the Busa MP before say, hey, in all this, the Bank of Ghana know this come out gold board. The Bank of Ghana don't yeshi. In all this, when you listen to the MPP, when you listen to their argument, nobody is stressing about Bank of Ghana. Why? Because Bank of Ghana and Gold Board in this instance are chained together. So why is the person who gave the money or the institution that handed over the money to Gold Board is not also guilty? But you see, because Afenyo Markin had a plan and he used the NPP minority to do that. And he said, oh yes, Anyoma way team, stay with me. You can get me a piece of his press conference. You can see clearly it wasn't even about Gold Board. It was about Sammy Gyamfi turning down his blackmail. It was Sammy Gyamfi insisting I was not going to give you money. It was Sammy Gyamfi standing up to him. So he wanted to use the parliament now to destroy Sammy Gyamfi's name. And to the press conference, their team, get me a piece of his press conference. There was nothing about Bank of Ghana. There was nothing about Gold Board as an institution. It was all about Sammy Gyamfi. It is an tokwana muti social media. Na muti wana mukuma Afenyo Markin any personal fight, any money fight, any extortionate fight, any blackmail fight. He knows what he's doing. And it's not anagri or Kwakotina Metro TV or Nikron for Pola MPP. What they want to do is to clean his ass because he's caught in a web. He doesn't know. Right now, he cannot call a press conference to address Sammy Gyamfi again because he has gone to the point where we say Neto Adaho. Right now, when was the last time you saw Afenyo Markin sitting on Metro TV Good Evening Ghana to talk? No. His leadership is at stake now. He knows to say why a mistake. A greed. It is greed. So they are now a blackmail and extorting. Extortionist sanotie into Sammy Gyamfi Obanyansa for. That's why he used these words.
To improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics, and I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are: a desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources of our beloved nation. Thank you very much for your time. In pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources.
So, Sabi Jemfi was explicit in his statement, straightforward. Now, Afenyo Markin press conference before Sabi Jemfi Kasane, listen to Afenyo Markin very well. It wasn't about Gold Board. It wasn't about the institution. It was a direct attack on Sabi Jemfi.
Ebinu kantro, omu chantro so no ma yeso mum na eka no kre. Wo to gold. Wo dija. Wo akoboka. Wo si eka na wabono. Wo di akotro wo bi buku mu. Na wo di dia waton na esika na ba wo si wanya mfaso. Nti wo di eka na ya woka. Na what be that? We be a company mienu. Company ba ko na ye di staff salary ato. And a company ba ko so na ye di sales akoto. Nti ye ba ye si o menya mfaso. Na eka na wo boy and the cost of sales no way. Nti yes shemu atem di die ni die en sheki but ne kure wo mu ne say so far say obi akoye adwuma mpo baby na sende iyokofo etata no mpo oye ayaban adwuma eka 5 million cedis 3 million cedis 10 million cedis yetum frɛ wo iyoko na wakoda ho na yesi fa ejapade a asumbo for brands amobile nani go bo for bed ya be hu ti o me ba o we die sa 22 billion losses here almost Gold Board aboke and then who bill ezika ben na ye de beji bill.
So you see, that's what he does. But you know, on sana wakase, 2 companies aye juma, but one company pen wakana asem. On wanga sene numuno, or see say 2 companies na aye juma, and why are you only focused on one company? Because that one company, does not even finance the job. That one company now we're focusing on, or just the second company. So why have you circled only Gold Board? And saying and the in for a bail condition was so into Gold Board leader the bail condition, it was a threat. It was an indirect threat, and that is what he does. But once the MPP from the Jimmy APJ na adwene wo form. Oh yeah, Mami Abrewa we usually to say ejare sapo. She is not smart enough to understand say Afenyo Markin is doing business with them. Afenyo Markin is destroying the NPP because he's greedy. He does not care. It is a one example. I see 2 companies. And the example, 2 companies. There are 2 companies here. Why are you only focused on Gold Board? It is because the Gold Board did not give you what you want. Because some businessman gave you money in the name of Bank of Ghana. And he's not responding or attacking the Bank of Ghana governor. Why has he neglected the Bank of Ghana governor in his statement? Why did he neglect him? It is because that 10 million Ghana cedis now, businessman, the man, no, in his head, no, a Bank of Ghana, the man, no, so he's going to shield Bank of Ghana. Now, so we a politician now kind of cry. This issue by so one person who say Afenyo Markin is a liar. Let me show you something. At a point in that same report, IMF forecast say 2021 to 2023, the same MPP eboka $400 million. $400 million, right? Now, I think Jifa Gunu a question Afenyo Markin on social media. Say, na mo amuye de den say KK at the end of the day bibi anu abisi bibi wo no. $400 million during your time. Is it not a loss? You people even admitted to that loss. Your own flag bearer admitted to it. And you busa Afenyo Markin e wo TV so say Afenyo na some will say loss abande, but you people made so much loss when you were in power. Afenyo Markin never responded to that question. You know why? Because Afenyo Markin is diabolic. He's a liar. And that is what he does. This journey he's on is a personal journey against Sami Jemfi. That's it. It is not about Gold Board. It is not about Bank of Ghana. He knows there are no losses there, but he wants Sami Jemfi to understand. So I'm 10 million, and that is what he's doing. Now, listen to this interaction between Omar, City, and Afenyo Markin. Listen to his response.
Okay. Because you've talked about no one sells gold and makes losses, Jifa Gunu of the NDC is the CEO of the Accra Digital Center. He has sent me page 8 of the IMF report that you referenced, and he said, they keep saying that no one sells gold and makes losses. But from the above document, they, the MPP, recorded a loss of $400 million from their gold for oil program. How do you respond to that, sir?
They said go for oil 400. Okay, so now we've gotten into the comparison. Okay, that's fine. If that is how he wants to go.
No, he said, but you said we don't sell gold to make losses.
I am making the point.
Yes.
No, respectfully. You see, sometimes with respect to you, you in the media should not encourage pettiness. I'm not accusing you, but sometimes you end up encouraging pettiness without knowing. So please, let's elevate the conversation because this is a serious matter. I am saying, let us interrogate the report. Whatever it is, not going to respond Jifa Gunu.
Okay, because
he said he's not going to respond Jifa Gunu. Jifa Gunu's question came from the report. Also, he's a liar. Jifa Gunu pointed the pages IMF Kasemo $400 million. The same report, you know. But I'll see, you know what? Are we going to get into the arena of comparison? He started saying, oh, we are not, you people should not encourage pettiness. Where is the pettiness? Oh, free. This is a liar. He's a thief. Oh, say, when real questions are posed to him, he starts to act as if he's the victim. The host told you that the person questioning you is basically picking his question from the report. Now, you are making noise and ranting and trying to take money from people from the same report. Now, question has come from the report. Answer the question. Now you are telling the journalists that they are engaging in, they are encouraging pettiness and that arena of comparison. Nobody was comparing anything. People were questioning the same report that you have been making noise about. The same report and episode they extorted $1 million. The same report and episode Sami Jemfini Gold Board. The same report and episode the Bank of Ghana. I got the 10 million citizens. We are questioning you. The same report. Why have you refused to answer the question? Why did he say he's not going to answer Jifa Gunu and that we are encouraging pettiness? Where is the pettiness? Oh, yeah, and that is what he does in his political career. He is one diabolical individual. Or to me, Shada, see the way Afenyo Markin tried to destroy Atoforsen. See the way, indirectly, he tried to make Ghanaians think, say, Atoforsen is in the same soup at him. Afenyo Markin gone behind the scenes, releasing photos of him and Atoforsen. Afenyo Markin has been doing this for years. And I am my MPP for NDC for because that Afenyo Markin, he will do anything for power. He can put his brother on the slaughter for the brother to be sacrificed for him to get power. That is what he does. See the continuous strategy of destroying careers indirectly. He will go to parliament and say, I know you want position. John Mahama is not giving you position. That's what he does. Because every day he wants to sow some seed and then the satisfaction. And in the form of doing that, already say, he's doing normal politics. No, but he's destroying people. And he has done that for years. Let me tell you, I know Afenyo Markin more than many of you. Afenyo Markin, because on fan ba embechaso and power obey. Afenyo Markin, because on kuni banfa meji to me, he will do it because his life is all about power. Oh, set time okoye coup, edikoyi oseche mensa bozufio. You saw the way he basically put that coup together behind the scenes. He stayed back and they started saying of seche mensa bonsu nidiye mienu or your kronfo. It was Afenyo Markin's job. Now he got the minority leader or majority leader. He destroyed parliament. He messed up their seats. Today he's here. What is he fighting for? The noise, the blackmail, the extortion is all about keeping his position as a minority leader. That guy is diabolic and dangerous. And no Ghanaian, and especially you, the NDC appointees, Afenyo Markin, he smells blood every day. His life is about power, and he will do anything. If you don't know, go and ask Ato Forsen. Afenyo Markin almost destroyed Ato Forsen. He never for once stood in parliament to defend Ato when Apache Odame was deliberately deciding so about Jele Ato Forsen. That is who Afenyo Markin is. He is never a brother in politics. He is never a brother in politics. And today, it was because of the extortion that Sami Jemfi did not allow. Now up at 10 million cities, 1 million equivalent. Sami Jemfi did not pay. He went to Bank of Ghana to tell them, the minority for said they should keep quiet. Bank of Ghana did not do it. A businessman who has interest in all these gold dealings said he's going to give him that money. Into a Jesus Sami Jemfi BB. And then in this one study, majority of the minority, they are not involved in his statements. The enthusiasm, that eagerness for minority members to jump on this gold board loss thing, is not there because all of them are confused. Or the Oma Kojisika and also Jimmy Omoso Omundi the Chi na onkoye or no damage. Afenyo Markin is a deadly human being. Bibi ni wa obeka no TV so na radio so you need to believe him. He's a liar. There's nothing Afenyo Markin will say on TV or on radio also GD because every day Biano he basically tried to sow some kind of contention in between people. And that is what he does. That is what he does. It is what to say, oh yes, Saka. Wambo Bank of Ghana ding. Wanka Bank of Ghana this come gold board no. Wanka bibia only thing is gold board. Sami Jemfi go jail. Oh, ube conditions. It is because Sami Jemfi refused to give him 10 million cedis. It is because he wanted that money. He's just blackmailing Sami Jemfi. That is all. He wanted to scare him with, you will go to jail. Your bail condition will be too high. We will not, that is why. Anything that Sami Jemfi was emphatic in his statement. Say, Afenyo Markin is an extortionist and a blackmailer. And everybody should be careful of such human being.
To improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics. And I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are. A desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources of our beloved nation. Thank you.
Some people are asking, who is a businessman? I want Afenyo Markin to come out and deny. Then you will know there's more. I've made my case. He should come and say this never happened. You see, sometimes because we want to give this government room to work. There are so many things going on now. MPP are Kronfoe, they want to set traps for NDC4 to find means to come to power. Afenyo Markin should come out, say he never demanded money from Sami Jemfi and the Bank of Ghana. He never demanded 10 million Ghana cedis. He never took any money home. Na yam boni duya TV so. Afenyo Markin should come on TV. We don't want a statement. He should speak. No on bonu hudia. Say on J Capre. He took the money. On TV is not for insure a daddy krobo hono and bonu hudia. Go on the 2 months go be. He can never do that because he took the money. It's the businessman must shut that part of my cycle to her because I know a liar. And I'm saying, if he wants to respond to this, Umbra TV so no more born who dia. So this 3 months nipa. Yes, that is what he does. Because we all know who Afenyo Markin is. Mo mobile is a mobile betie scandal no makewie monko. Na nke nyansa for na mini omundi nkomo. Ende ye jinem yenko baby a.
Mechanical. Does it make sense to you? So also gold, would you cut oil? Gold for oil. Why don't you sell your gold, make the money and go and buy the oil, and go through a middleman? Me man go school, but economics in a gumitrimu keke. Man go school. Simple things that we can do, and I'm surprised. You see, we have the men. We are hailing this. We are hailing gold for oil. Jesus Christ. We need to move. Move. Does it make sense to you? So also gold, would you cut oil? Gold for oil. Why don't you sell your gold, make the money and go and buy the oil, and go through a middleman? Me man go school, but economics in a gumitrimu keke. Man go school. Simple things that we can do, and I'm surprised. Simple things that we can do. Simple things that we can do. And I'm simple things that we can do. Simple things that we can do. And I'm surprised. You see, we have the men. We are hailing this. We are hailing gold for oil. Jesus Christ. We need to move. Move.
Bankroller of the NPP was simple things. Simple things that we can do. I say gold for oil is the worst thing to happen to Ghana. This is Kennedy Akompreko, my best friend in Japan. Kennedy Akompreko, my best friend in Japan. I say simple things that we can do. Let's move. Eche ye Jimmy, eche ya juni susa, ene ye di gold for oil echi. Ye tam gold, di akwa abruchire, akwaje asamu bi akoto oil. I say simple things that we can do. My best friend Kennedy Akompreko, aka Junior Kevin. Or catch them, or some way Jimmy, more MPP4. We a bank roller, the El Capitano Monetary Cantanion. Or no neka, or say El Cantanion say simple things that you foolish piglets can do. The gold for oil about Medba and Ossi is one of the most stupidest idea AC or Ghana. It was to steal from the Ghanaian. And Mike Okwe, Neba, I friend Michael Kwe Jr. Also, why is a Bofruit? Okotina Metro TV morning show. Good morning, Ghana. And what did he say? I fed the MPP for say, Adia your friend gold for oil, Baumia, a gold board, Baumia de buyer. Monsieur Mwe Jimmy. They are naturally foolish. Ya wo mo pe ne ye da kokedro afra Jimmy ne de tiomo. But some saying, MPP are naturally foolish. I'm just going to say 1992 politics. My kokwe bana wa say aka akro no. Okotina Metro TV. Interestingly, he is saying say gold board no ba omia na dwene ye, ba omia na de ba ye NDC for wia ye. Sa nipa say ye de champon fie, ye de afra ko se, na ye de esoro wisa account ene keun, na ye de eye bibi afra no eye krama pempema som na ye de tua no. We Jimmy, listen to their foolishness. And almost gold board, omno de ba ye.
Previous NDC.
And then you also said something.
And under
you know, remember you also said that
under let me
gold body. So gold body.
No. Listen, let me. I'm about to.
This idea was a Japan.
If you listen, I'm going to know. Bawumia never came up with that. Let's go on to this. No, let's go on to this because me, I'm going to focus on what I want to say. No. So the domestic gold purchase agreement.
Yes.
The domestic gold purchase agreement.
Yes.
When the NDC talked about it in their manifesto, right? You know what they talked about? The NDC said that they are going to do a Ghana Gold Board to regulate and restructure small-scale mining. Finish.
That's what is contained there.
Yes. Then we, the MPP, we said we have a plan to form and to stabilize the city. And we are going to consolidate Ghana's gold purchasing arrangements, expand foreign exchange reserves, because remember, at that time, we have been using the gold purchasing scheme to be buying the gold.
Mike, what do you
Then we said we were going to expand it to foreign reserves, and that we are going to anchor the currency and macroeconomic stability. Now, when we said all of this, then they came and stole the idea. You know one thing about copycats? Copycats, have you seen people copy? When you copy a concept, you cannot implement
copy
it.
What?
So they rather incorporated our concept and added it to what Dr. Bawumia. Oh, Dr. Bawumia is what we are talking about. But Moro, you have to tell it. No, well, Dr. Bawumia, that's why I'm giving you the evidence. The evidence is that the evidence. Oh no! You came here and talked all sorts of. But now we are talking about evidence. Yes, 1 minute. Good, thank you very much.
Have you heard of Dr.
He says point me. Thank you.
The swimming teacher.
Thank you. Point me. Now, the audience they can see what you are trying to do. So yes. Let me also make the point. Let me make my point. No, let me make my point. No, let me make my point. No, it was disingenuous. All the things you told us was disingenuous. It was the idea of one.
Seriously,
you guys were not doing any.
You think Ghanaians are not? You see why
domestic gold purchase program.
This is why you got 38% in the last election.
Wait. My brother, I'm asking Ghanaians now. Domestic gold purchase. Who brought it? Program Bawumia. Who brought domestic gold purchase to shore up our reserves? Bawumia. Then who brought the other angle? And he said we are going to extend it into foreign.
No wonder Adjo Asafo beats him. These are the people in the MPP. Makachom said they should change their communication style. Enkwara no muso omo Jimmy, omo yini pena mabodam. We know son also na papa ye a politician wo nyini a satan wo Jimmy also nyini mabodam. Hwensem okeka. 2020 manifesto na good board wom. NDC 2020 manifesto na good board e wom. Makachom said MPP for muso omo Jimmy, omo nyina na mabodam. This is what you are seeing. Do you even have to say this? Are you not even shy? Only gold for oil buyer say the main reason for gold for oil was to bring down the prices of fuel. Fuel ended up at 23 a liter. The dollar was lingering around 17.30. And while our friend said the war Uzbekistan, I bet now say we had the idea copycat. Why are we allowing these things to happen? Why are we even other than the Yama Ghana? Where you're chilling here around the 20 and some trying to coach them. We take it to us at golf ball. Now, in Kofu, but not TV. So, The last time I heard, now Ojan Bakuti TV, so I expressway no, Kumasi Accra expressway no, I'm the buyer. I don't know what they drink before they come on TV. I don't know what they lick, what they smell. I don't know what actually they sit on before they come. Because sometimes these are people you expect that their communication should make sense. 2020 manifesto of the NDC, Gold Board was in there. The establishment of Gold Board, it was in there. 2024, it was in there. Even say mo nature idea now. Why didn't you implement it? Gold purchasing program, it has been there from 1960. Yet to gold this year, everything there. So gold purchasing program wasn't new. What was new was gold for oil, and gold for oil did not do the job it was supposed to do. Finito and grata. So if you, an old man like you, I want to be bodoki because onako to dwe ene wari eye de domido sahanti uni akuma de bodoki na abetina TV so no pa hohoro woto keka nkwase asem say ain obi na peke ade ani fre baomia na baomia himself and yiri di birthday the flowers be akoma na sledge flowers wo mu no baomia himself that joker can he make this statement Mahmoud baomia na ne yire odi ni birthday nda sledge the flower akoma na on sledge di omo no ono baomia can he make that statement can he? And so sometimes you sit and you ask yourself, are these people insane? Are they humans? So what should we do with you guys? What should we actually do with you people? Because when you listen to the and Mesati Dennis Miracle Abuaji, DDEP, do you know the damage at DDEP here? Mr. Get me DDEP message videos when the old men and women were demonstrating. Do you know what DDEP here? It killed people. It murdered Ghanaians. And not just young Ghanaians, so old pensioners. Because of DDEP. Nana Dankwe Kufuado, any Oforiata na, almost protecting the buyer. Most people died. People who had invested. The government scraped everything from them. Took everything from them. And the Miracle Abuaji Jina TV so catch the Ghana phone in say, Abain what banasa what betua DDEP. Jesus Christ, this is a curse on that young man. People worked 40 years, 35, 40 years for a government as civil servants, as teachers, as drivers, as police officers, as people who were going up and down every fucking blessed day. A government comes to power, takes everything from them. Some of them died. Their families, every time they remember DDEP, their heart skips. A young politician on any party the DDEP buyer, they made money out of it, stole, murdered people in the early by taking their money. No, a young politician or belonging to the same party at the TV so say NDC abaya ba na DDEP. So I bet you uncle for wabe yefua etia a dear pa na ye exception. Hey, really? This is what Dennis Miracle Abuaji. This is the statement he made. And this afternoon I was watching the young man. I told myself, said there is a big problem in Ghana. I told myself, say, you know, we need to really look at the NPP because I had to say most of them, no, Oma Bodam. And I saw this video. Besides, Mr. P, get me that video. I saw this video and I was so hurt. I was so hurt because the vigor, the energy or the cancer, without any respect, nothing. He just made that statement and walked. And I was like, then a young man, utu biwa no eka asem say. Oka asem say ya. Ghana fwa we bu omwaje musika wa ban ba power DDEP nti obi na newu obi papa ewu obi maami ewu ye hu mbre wane nkokora in the first time in the history of Ghana pensioners demonstrating and crying. Some of them could not get money for their medication. But and the Miracle Abuaji at the TV so catch Ghana for say DDEP na and through John Mahama ato forcing aban we etua no e de pa na aban na ye in fact so e de pa na ogina waka say the NDC aye saving lives, protecting people. Miracle Abuaji because of politics. You see how the NPP, how they are? Let me play it. This is what he said. This is what he said.
Don't pay. But you see, again, it is mediocre. If the government's achievement is paying the statutory bills that they are supposed to pay, because every government
pay, it has impacts in the economy.
Every government pays bonds. So if that is what you are calling as your achievement, that you failed us, every government pays. Even the NPP that did the DDEP started paying these bonds. They started in Israel. The point is this: there is no way out that this government can point to any significant performance. You see, again, it is mediocre. If the government's achievement is paying the statutory bills that they are supposed to pay, because every government
it has impacts in the economy.
Every government pays bonds. So if that is what
you see, the host was like, Ishmael was like, but if you don't pay, it has an impact. Baby, and not host if you all catch and say, Sarsi cannot wait chance when 1 month to grow. And remember, DDEP payment, NPP stopped paying in 2024. Do you remember? They stopped paying DDEP in 2024. Enti, so what's now as a young man? Kwasi paying you person with the party. They now catch Ghana for say. So imagine, Obi and mama and papa we because of DDEP. Now what is a woka say? I buy way to DDEP inti. Then I buy na ya. Obe won sa wun ni papa unimu nyansa. Miracle Abuaji is a fool. Unimu nyansa. Because even the NDP number in 2024, they stopped paying DDEP. Go, the records are there. Now, so what could be mommy? What could be papa from your actions? And it's not Ishmael Busan say, but sir, Adena woye no. Unim say nipa wuye because when you 1 month and not 2 months cry. What do what could nipa? Show mu nurse for more pension. He did not care. He said it is nothing. But you see, he was insisting. NPP cried the buy, we were paying, but they stopped paying in 2024 when they realized that, you know something, the pensioners, they can go to hell. And sometimes, no many people will say a kaya home, near we yaw. And today, a young man like Raklabuaje, because when we Sika Kosi Dine war, Equiapim, when we Sika and he's under investigations, today he sees and say, Ada ye Sika na, and that is what he's implying here. Miracle Abuaji statement and all making or park catcher say, ye sika ni pewu in Kokran we into and anything extraordinary. So I buy way to make your DDEP, I'm a nipa baku cry enyankwa. It is far better than in Kwasia. What is someone? You took their money, insulted them, and ridiculed them. At the end of the day, you were laughing at them. Ebia na refi. Ebia won kai. Debia mekacham say, yeni show ne hano. We will remind the people of what the NPP did, the damage they caused, how they indirectly killed people because they never wanted to let the people understand. So, the NPP actually came to kill, to destroy when they were given power. This is the effect of DDEP.
Dr. Samuel Amakwe.
Dr. Samuel Amakwe. And how old are you?
I'm 81 years old.
You're 81 years old. Medical doctor?
Medical. I was a medical practitioner, private medical practitioner, and retired in 2017.
You retired in 2017, and you decided to invest?
Yes, because I know I had a kidney problem, and it's already at the end, and it will come it will come tomorrow, any time. You are invested for it. That's why I bought bond. And now it's about to it's maturing in September 2023, and I need this money to look after myself. So actually, I want exemption because I can't participate in this. And wait, I'm 81. How can I wait for 5 years more? I can't.
Asking one thing. What's the message to the finance minister?
That means he should think twice. And the example is because now he's punishing us. He's punishing us. He's killing us softly.
Today, Dennis Miracle Abuaji, who worked for Baumia, contesting to be a national rep of the party. Alternative so ka say papa we mu asem nyina sa ban we aba be bo mu bia ehia NPP useless. There's no need in faso bi any so aban we should not boast about it. That is Miracle Abuaji for you. That is Miracle Abuaji. That is how vile, how bad these people are. They don't care. Kromfo way obedi MCU say DC Ekufuado Pamano in less than 3 years, in 3 months. Oko wie sika and na asam na beda ho no. On say God board asem untimi kebi because we wi He cannot come and talk about gold board issue because only moral rights, no. And a young man, Makachira must say, MPP omusa omo Jimmy, omunyini anoma bottom, and that is what you are seeing. Look at the young MPP for communicating my MPP, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Omusu swan omo nkwara ni nyine Jimmy. Momu 2-3 years make omo soma bottom. That is what we are seeing. There's nothing different on between the Ghana for. We know them. They are my people. I am an MPP person. I am a blood NPP. And I'll contest for the national chairman. If not this time, the next time I will do it. Because me pesa party, I am a full blood MPP person. Nobody can take that from me. And then I am because I am part of you and I'm telling you the hard truth. I am a full-blooded MPP boy. And the MPP now, in my community, in the people I respected, no, that is not the MPP I'm seeing today. This is an MPP filled with criminals, cluster of thieves coming together in the name of politics. And that is what I'm seeing. And you people don't want to hear these bare facts because you kill and you laugh about it. This is not the MPP I grew up in. MPP Kuni Panasre. You kill JB Dankwa, you kill John Kuma, you go out there, murder people and laugh about it. 8 people, you kill them. I can't sit here and support such a political party. The best I can do is to sit back, sit out, and let them know their flaws. And I'll consistently do that to make sure Enyansafwa Bedisa Piglet party with him, and nobody can take that from me because I am a member of the NPP. And nobody can take that from me because I have the right to also speak on my own party as a party filled with murderers. Mwejimi. And then, obi nyinina ohunyansa na alternate party and na kuto otankruwemu. Yan pe Kevin Taylor NDC. I am a full-blood NPP. And I pledge on my honor to make sure I will do everything possible to get out, to get all the criminals out of the party. Clean it up. I pledge on my honor. And I'm the Sabi Otum for so a time every 4. Jimmy Dodo. A damn question some nekoso Ghana no. A damn question some no. Now, let's take a short dive. Na yewura Asantimemu, Sewia Hospital, NDC ba power. What are the improvements we are seeing? And the Oba Santimemua, Sewia Hospital, Kufuado Achichidiano, on a comedian by Umiabe Tosono, they neglected it. Now the Danko Kufuado Kumasi so many times. He met Otumfo, Oshia Santifua Hemfo, or catch him so many and get away. He is not going to fix Sewia. NDC are back to power. They are in power today. Today, we are seeing major upgrade. The Sewia Hospital itself. The great Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amwakon, is doing a Juma. MPs and regional ministers, 100,000 about went to Manye. Let's go watch what is happening in the Ashanti region. Sewia Hospital under the NDC.
The Sewia Hospital, commissioned in 2024, is yet to be operational due to outstanding administrative processes. Prior to the commissioning, the previous MPP administration cited poor road access as a key reason for the delay. Although an alternative route was graded for the event, work on the main Sewia Road remained incomplete. After more than a year of inactivity, contractors have returned to site to begin asphalting. Under the previous administration, civil works were completed, but asphalting was delayed indefinitely. During our visit, sections of the road, including the frontage of the Sewia Hospital, had already been asphalted as contractors worked to complete the rest. Member of Parliament for Bosomtwe constituency, Dr. Yao Ose Educhum, speaks about the project.
The road from Fiyasi to Sewia, especially to the regional hospital, and the one from Sewia Junction all the way to the Sewia Township, both are under construction. The one from Fiyasi to the hospital has been asphalted, and the other one from the main road, Sewia Junction to Sewia, is also halfway. So great progress is being made, and I'm grateful to the current Minister for Roads and Highways. He promised me that it will be done, and it is being done. I truly appreciate his support for us, the people of Bosomtwe. And if you look at the main road, they're also reshaping the road, and soon it will be asphalted.
The Kumasi Lake Bosomtwe Road, which began under the previous administration, also stalled for nearly 2 years after asphalting reached Abidjan Kwanta. Although civil works were done, the lack of asphalt left the road dusty and in poor condition. Here are some road users.
NDC for now, they are back to give Asanteman health care. The regional minister now called for the age of war when you have position of the roads minister is delivering. Akwaya Wabajina country, and you know I want to commend the road minister. Asensubuachi be road minister. Asensubuachi, why is a bontia? Bantma ene tomano Asensubuachi, the concept bentia obey road minister. Asensubuachi, Asantini mapa. Ne ma me no to amone nkatunka wo se mo ne abenkwan brofo kura ho kan ne den yetam to mi ma no se je na ya akwan kwase ampanyi betena nkran na obie flower potter no abuofunu ye kan na mubuofu na mutiti moto na mohwia na nkwase asamba butirima na mo kan mo mubi NDC ya yes adi omatam na baba be yesewia omo ya na siye omo sa be ye kwan 8 years mo nkwase afo we MPP ntuma anya kwan anko sewia mbie e ma nipa ametinem munnya nwan mo mubi mumu bina mudi MPP cha mo se kokoko munya nwan and am go swame ejuma regional minister ne abanwe eye go and see and so still benya amokua bi say because of MPP nti ye ntia se mumu bina magimi mumu bina mudi MPP chi no da bia meka me say so wona muwurem kwaye brentuo mu na wo MPP ni o she MPP shirt sebi osaya santini na wo eye chireben wo a wa fe ne sia beka wa jai wo na se ne komantam MPP ni no because ono oye dangerous chen wo no me say una nwurem you are in the forest bibie ni ho dia wo tia ne kwikwi na wo pie wo so wo mantam wo achireben wo santini wo santini a wa fe ne sen omo ya 10 omo be kawo eku atwu hunsuo na wo MPP ni ba ko okuta emukonko okuta t-shirt okuta gele na oroso ba jai wo na semama wo no na wo no onye dangerous sa MPP ni na o shirt no de okuta gele no de okuta emukonko no mantam no pedua defa ni bom never padlock to ano because ono oye dangerous chain wo 10 because we jimi we ja ubuofu intiminya den wa bodam now we are rock star. We are the pop stars.
What's the day? November to November. Me and no mind, no calendar. Come on, let's ride. I'm a running man. Higher than life, no challenger. Trace my loss for the charisma. Chasing those no scavengers. Chasing those no scavengers. What's the day? As a mission city ball in a K won't yes, you're not as having the sign. War. Only one actually walk on with 3 bumped and I see you're not as having the sign. And a detail and evidence. I go to chill like a relax. I know the time no evidence. I go to chill like a oh no, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. Yeah. You know, sir, I'm a pop. I'm a pop star. What's the day? November to November. Me and no mind, no calendar. Come on, let's ride. I'm a running man. Higher than life, no challenger. Trace my loss for the charisma. Chasing those no scavengers. Chasing those no scavengers. I said, dang. As a mission city ball in a K won't yes, you're not as having the sign. War. Only one actually walk on with 3 bumped and I see you're not as having the sign. And a detail no evidence. I go to chill like a relax. I know the time no evidence. I go to chill like a oh no, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. You know, sir, I'm a pop star. Yeah. You know, sir, I'm a pop.
This is what I poured this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a 10 tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the 10 tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What's this? Is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't see, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who is back here? I'll slap you right now. Stop a stupid girl. Make a new down. I didn't know. I don't want to make no. This is what I poured this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What's is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan or not? Master, if you don't see, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who is back here? I'll slap you right now. Stop stupid girl. Make a new down. I didn't know. I don't want to make no. It's a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup?
Oh, come on, no. You're not coming in for Jimmy, you don't need any, and we have ideas here. So Jimmy, you don't need any, and I say, one is backing and I'm backing. You're not coming in and say, Jimmy, I don't know. And your boss and your personal, but not Camano because it's your opinion on the and the Makodi Jasabo Babe tin tomatoes soup. Mobile tin tomatoes super. Now I started tin tomatoes stew. Yeah, now who Kasakasa and Tikamano Crabo for say, Jimmy and I am soup on internet. Wow, it's so take Kamina. More motion than your dog whispers. Messiah dog whisperer, me a music teacher, Nipo Bako, it do feel me. More Marshall dog whisperer, that channel, me around 2004, me a dog whisperer, a year classes, Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, I me to quine. Into a call on Saturday na more than Kakra and Naskedibu area, ho, your friend, a Tanu. Mr. Tanu, no whiskapa, TNT, Trinidad and Tobago. And when I'm catching so, I dear sir, Ujina, who Americano, Internanki, a Fawa Yankee, and a boga locky. And it's a big connection man for no. Inti time and your honor so not no more but not Mr. Tanu or one camera be but Sana Trinidad and Tobago for one say camera to me a freak camera no munim da. Inti be anom obo camera and I'm so no. Into one day me call Mr. Tanu number down for pano no. Kevin, how are you? Can you come over? Almost no with Mr. Tanu. Hey, Mr. Tanu's we nipo. And one day me call no. Into nan camera no. Hey, di tin tomatoes. Now I say the tin tomatoes afra a more and kamani. But not in common person because not tin tomatoes no omun niaman and we munin cheye. Into one papa ya say, hey, now I'm from command bako bow. No friend bow. And now until no friend no an early dog bow. Into not in common responded. And one of them said bow. A one come and buy. Into one of Mr. Tony say, this guy, is it that guy or thinks about in Kamana? And I'm so when I'm in that dog whisperer. Inti, I don't pay you all of good D. I me qua. Oh, Mr. Taylor, you are here, so thank you. No, my 7 me. Inti, me di we are, Mr. Bow, now my ba, now we jari or monomacoda. Inti, when I'm being dog whisperer, inti, aqua video no. Jena Kamane can because say the time na Kamano voice the bemuna or yeah, utria, wo no no ding from the beginning. But no a short. It was say, Jimmy and no. Dog whisperer,
this is what I poured this thing in. The tomatoes. The tomatoes is in. There is a tin tomatoes. Yes, this is the fresh tomatoes, but I have to reconnect it with the tin tomatoes first. And who is saying that is soup? I used to I'll block someone who I'm going to block someone. See, I'm going to block someone who will never forget in his life. What kind of stupidness is that? Am I doing soup? Is this a soup? Is this a soup? Do you see this as a soup? If you see a soup, won't you see a soup? What is wrong with you? Are you stupid girl? What kind of stupid girl? What's is this a soup? And then Jimmy some plan or not? And then Jimmy some plan or not? Master, if you don't see, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who is back here? I'll slap you right now. Stop stupid girl. Make a and then Jimmy some plan or not? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who's backing you? I'll slap you right now.
Oh, sir, Kramer, no, Okasa twice. Sir, unim dog whisper, Jumana, Kramer Kasa twice. First one, for Jimmy Ye, Diana Ndi. And again, I say, who is that backing? And Osaka says, onye. And Oka, inti, Kamani Kanyo, because Kamano and Kani, or a mixed dog. It's the first one also for Jimmy Diana Casano and Aquanidano Caso. Who is backing that you are backing? Also, nye. It was the second one. No, who there shot? It all nye. But when I come and so come dino. Inti me coach to Tobago and Kusia dog whispering. Into whom is Sano, me would job a bree. It's all tier second one now. First back here for Jimmy Diana and a second one here unye. Into Kamano and Kani, anything that me what area train that no minimum. Way a Yama Messia, and Tiana also soon be free.
This is what I've. This is a soup. And then Jimmy some plan on what? Myself, if you don't, I'll slap you over there with that. Whoa. Who's backing you? I'll slap you right now. Stop a stupid door. Make right now. Stop a stupid door. Make her in your down right now. Stop a stupid door. Make her in your downside.
Any camera in Granny in Gravodo, in Gramo and Gravo, in Gramo and Gravodo, Munia, who ye Diane. How Jimmy Yadian okay? And I so yeah, indeed, a human interaction. I'm in Kramai, into dog whisperer, so I interview to be account. Kevin Taylor, Echo Bedu, aka Dog Whisperer. I got what now? It's Ibrahim go no, yes, I couldn't tell what to the dog whisperer. Into a dog whisperer, incline dog whisperer, incline one cramai whisper. I mean, I'm thinking of what cramai casa. What about that? We are also with that. With that. I dare some, but filia, I didn't hear simple.
So when you come, Kokoda, say, what you know when you come to a coalition center, Nakobo, electoral commission for home by a day, MIA. So when you come, Kokoda, say, what you know when you come to a coalition center nakobo electoral commission for home by the MIA. So when you come kokoda say what you know when you come so coalition center nakobo electoral commission for home by the MIA. So when you come kokoda say what you know when you come so coalition center nakobo electoral commission for home by the MIA.
The lives of the people of Agbogbolosyi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all, ama the people of Agogo. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Enti. 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 Yebesi bath houses so akaho. Yebesi 24-unit bath houses and 80 in all. 24-unit bath houses. Say there, mubenya ebi mubeko na mujare anapa. Na mujare so na ma. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejare enyasa. Ubejare enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. 2 toilets in all. Ama yebesi toilets in all. In all. Yebesi toilets in all. Yebesi toilets in all. Yebesi toilets in all. Yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all. Ama the people of Agogo. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari.
Ego foi pão. mo kan ho ani akobonsam gye mo MP wo ba wo mia wo be kan ho ama nipa akobonsam gye mpe wo nipa nya abotre wo ho a wo be ya ama nipa akobonsam gye mo ba wo mia na wo nam Ghana ho sa no metufo ma woni nda ho wechi gu ho sledge fa wo yire ma ka kire mo betuma ka dem mo pesa mo ka I know what is going on wechi gu ho flowers e de be che wo yire bebre red one is sledge dia your friend Dr. Sledge akwa no good no ono wo yire da odi amontina na mundi matam Sledge aka o se ono ni sika aka gina o be support MPP aba power because on be first gentleman because wo no wo ye koliko nipa di wechi wo ba omia nipa di wechi a nipa edi wechi a nipa be ko bonsam gem ensem bi a wo ka nyoma bi a wo ye sere bi a wo sere nante bi a wo nante utinko bi a ya wo bo obema nipa dipa be di wechi akobonsam gem pe wo ba omia nipa be di wechi akobonsam gem pe because we ya adwene say yem pese baby bi no obema ya bibi wo why hu musuefo na oda nipa so untumi ma CV nye clean da because of unti ye CV ye ko heaven emu bebre nsem bebre wo because dia wo ye no Mahamudu. Now Sledge is sledging. A Sledge is sledging because he's summarizing. And if you don't understand, sit there and do mechingo, mabondaipa. Sledge is sledging through the simmering. Sledge is simmering. Sledge is simmering. Samo peswa, but the Sledge is simmering. And I want to talk to the Yoko boss. For the first time in the history of Ghana, an institution like Yoko, almost sorry, no matter information of them Black Rasta. Investigations are ekoso na Raymond Acha, watama Black Rasta. From what I am even hearing, no, yes, a Black Rasta studio now be a man. So right now, Black Rasta, with all due respect to him, is a senior brother. He has become the mouthpiece of Yoko. Yoko, your investigations got no matter Black Rasta. Which I don't care. Because at the end of the day, your professionalism, the betre, and then the be protected with credibility. At the end of the day, whatever position will be occupied or Ghana, a day will come, you will not occupy that position. And I don't care about what is going on at Yoko. All that I'm asking, Yoko must say Sledge, oyeba omiam pena, wakobie company, and or didn't hear anything atoso. Obi a company or didn't hear anything toso. At the end of the day, my friend no, my detaining no, my investigating a question no. Much the bank statement, much there was nothing I actually say. $97 million now or GD no. Time a PMMC wohono. Show in any of the woman's statements. You Yoko, you are insisting that you are doing investigations and imagine my many passports. You Raymond Acha, the office you occupy, it's not to settle personal scores. It's to make sure that assembly diligently what the assembly ne kwanso. It is beginning to look like you are punishing the woman because some people from the past government and Baomiane Samiramo, they want to protect Sledge. We want Yoko to publish or come out with a press conference or publish a statement telling us about the status of Sledge Ireno. We want to know. Me, what I hate, I might have my flaws, but I will not allow anybody to use to me to suppress anybody. So you, Raymond Acha, your credibility is on the line. If the woman is guilty, send you be a company into court. You can't be using that office to harass people indirectly. That is wrong. That is totally wrong. You have done some work, sir. I have sat here to applaud you for the works you have done, but it is getting in your head now. I don't care how you are. I've heard that you are very impatient. You get pissed off easily. I don't care. Because but I want you to understand you should work within that Emrana Ediamauno. You need to publish because you cannot have a case and tell me, say, 4 years, you are going to investigate one case. No, you are punishing somebody. We don't want you to punish people. We want you to work. We want you to do the work and let us know. I don't care if the woman is guilty. Let us know the fact. Take her to court. Not ultimately defending her. But you cannot hold people hostage. Take people's document. When they even need medical attention, you insist they don't know. You don't do that. Because Bearman, a friend of Sledge, or no 97 million, he is able to travel outside because Bawumia is his girlfriend. No. That should not happen in Ghana. And I'll send this message to the special prosecutor, Kisie Jabeng. Sledge Asamba $97 million. Sikano ekreti. Let me tell you people today, most of you don't know, and I'm telling Bawumia Neire. When it comes to the gold for oil scandal I did, it was many Sledge in a yes scandal. No? Sledge is an ungrateful human being. Gold for oil scandal, no? It was Sledge and an yes scandal, no? Because he thought you people were cheating him. Because the Alpha Stream guy now, or no Sledge in the buy. So gold for oil scandal now, with all the documents, it was Sledge who gave them to me. Nipa ombuno Sebio, why not say nipa? I will not allow that because we need to have some principle. We nipa or say udi some rabisuna di bunipa. It's gold for oil scandal now, all the documents and Alpha Stream and all that I went through to break down. I coordinated with Sledge, the same Sledge, Odeti Samira Bawumia. Now, OSP, time a 97 million issue we buy a PMMC for this sika we ma a Sledge. Omko this sika 97 million. OSP say we arrested Sledge. We don't know the status of that work. The investigations, that investigations now, let us know, update us. Because if Sledge, a primary suspect, is able to travel out of the country, or because he is dating Bawumia, and you are using the office to protect Sledge, you need to understand Emra Ukrumha. I don't care. All that I need are the investigations. Says Sledge Kojina Court. That's the only investigation we are all living in Ghana. He will walk. But nobody in Ghana should try and use any office to protect people who have committed a crime. That is wrong. It is Sledge. OSP investigations now all year on Sledge, My own investigation, how far? This Sledge guy can stand in public and say, or no, he will control everything and nobody can arrest him in Ghana. Who the fuck is Sledge? Who the fuck is Sledge? Who is he? What power does he control in Ghana? All because he's dating Bawumia. So you people are using your officers to protect Sledge? It should end. Because if you people fail to let us know, any videos it will break everybody down. So our candidate Bawumia Nifie cannot hold for 24 hours. If the woman is guilty, Raymond Archer, put your investigations together, go to court. You, OSP, if Sledge is not guilty, if he's guilty, let us know how far with the investigations. If you have to go to court, won't we hijacking for life? I am doing this. You see, there's never been a day my year story said, me knew been a year story. The only person I've mentioned in his name say, me year story, Larry Dugby, PDS. But you know the reason why I'm telling you about Sledge? You know the reason why I'm letting you know, say, gold for oil, it is because that guy is an ungrateful guy. Yes. And you see, when you're ungrateful, there are some people who will take it. But when you take it out, when you become selfish and everything is about you, you want to suppress people because for little fornication or you sleeping with somebody's wife, it does not mean you have to take that and suppress people. No, it should never happen. And for the first time, I'm mentioning names because you see, that Sledge is walking around telling people the last man you about power. But you are the same person. You saw the criminality in gold for oil. The Alpha Stream guy, about Ghana, I know. And this guy is walking up and down in Ghana, walking and traveling. Now OSP catcher say he's investigating Sledge. $97 million. Where did the money go? And we sit here and we think it's a joke. I'm not going to shout ungrateful people, people who think everybody is stupid, people who deliberately decide to hurt people. What kind of nonsense is that? Every day I'll come up with one thing. If you people push me, I'll show you videos and audios. All that I'm asking for is, SAR cases in any way, we want to know the investigations maybe I could do. I'm not fighting anybody. But if anybody tries to drag this, I will drag it and make it more dirty. I'm telling you people. If the woman is guilty, if she's not, let the woman go. If Sledge is guilty, take him to court and let us all see. If he's not, let him go. But that nonsense of hijacking things. What kind of foolishness is that? I have so many people I know, but one ungrateful person on this planet I know is Sledge. And anybody who knows him should tell him, say, Kevin, say, you are one of the most ungrateful people. He will tell you the reason. Now, I have one story here. Yes, say Mine Workers, Ghana Mine Workers Union of the TUC has renewed calls for government to scrap its contract mining policy, giving it until September 2026 to take a decision. General Secretary Abdul Mumin Ghana says the union will resist the policy, warning it could worsen working conditions, reduce wages, and weaken employment protections. Now, I'm going to be binchiramo. And you say a year emrantie bi atio nwegu ekuruma omoye yechre. And yechre nyina say omoye Ghana Mine Workers Union. On problem, and say they have a problem with some kind of decision via Abai with a teki. No Muhuni said that decision will hurt their members. To be honest with you, this makes sense. That is why we are building a nation. So a group of people who say Abai take decision be na say they have the right to protest and make sure say Abai at the end of the day liaise with them to get things done in a way a bit to benefit them. So they have made their point. But let me tell you what this is about. Sa demonstration we are winning. Sa someone watch away. That is not the reason to go demonstration. No. This demonstration, Adamos mine in the shade. Sa demonstration we are winning. Adamos. Some mining company na. Yaji omo license na insane na obana. Sa company na shesa anyoma wechi. They just want to make the land minister unpopular. That is all. And then they are going through this Mine Workers Union to put all these flimsy excuses out for it to look like the land minister is not competent. Sa company na orchestrated way. Because the company license na ekuta omona omode ye de enye no. And no na Abai investigation say who are draw license no. All these things are manipulation from Adamos. A sa company no. And now omo a sa company no. And omo almost just demonstrations which the target is the land minister. The target is to pay him back. The target is to make him look like he's not working. And these kind of pressures you are going to see a lot. Mamencho. Adamo sa company no. Mebeka almost send me send a bronibi edia. And a worry sa obano and a brunini wuye and the woman took over. They have about in total almost about 6 mining sites and about 9 lease lands. Concessions are exploration or whatever they call it. I mean, Adamos, let me tell you. Oh, you're the better. Oh, yeah, Abamunipa. Now, about land ministry. Now, when you're strong, now head in your street. Obemoa womb. Godfrey Dami, a womb. The reason why I'm not control MPP Abana say. Most of a member just say show that ever challenge our politicians or something on them. And Obokelesa obemwa fa match no. Enti or the match in a during the MPP era, she became so powerful. Obian to be canasem. Now the question here is Adamos na yajin a license. So the question is a DNC NTIG Adamos license because who obey 15 concessions or whatever they call it. A mobile 9. You are exploring. You are doing exploration to see say gold wahana gold in here. Now the other 6 almost 3 and Ghana government then aje license. Why? It was all about the government through the Lands Commission. The Lands Commission, in fact, tomorrow I'll come and show you the investigative report from the Lands Commission. The Lands Minister only follow through what the Lands Commission that works under it, what they found, and the Lands Minister made sure they activate a punishment. That is it. Amakofi Boa did not go out there and say, Mibegu. The Lands Ministry, what they did is, Adamos and Sasono, Adamos eton and per the investigations. And that report, tomorrow or so, I'll try and get it and read it for Munina Muntie, Ghana na eteno. Nyomebu oha, MPP for Jimmy Sanko, Adamos and Sasia de Kutarono, per the investigations from the Minerals Commission, they basically sold some of the land to illegal miners. Who read the Minerals Commission, omo report, investigative report on na. What happened was, at a point, illegal miners and omuye juma Adamos assassin sunubino. They were arrested. Adamos manager ne ko beli omo. It's in the report. At a point, Minerals Commission, investigations, Chinese phobia, omo mining wa Adamos assassin so illegally, when they were arrested, Adamos manager on record, in that investigative report, he went to bail them. So una asasini ya odiano. Obi ya galawoso. Na ya chini pana. Na wako belina. Who gave that person the room to do the illegal mining? You cannot tell me you don't know the Chinese. These are some of the reasons in Adamos ya geom license no. Now, I can tell you, the Minerals Commission, what they did was, they basically did a thorough investigation. Omobe realizes say, Adamos company Nankasakasano, they were not paying taxes and royalties to the government. Over $200 million they were owing. These are things that you cannot sit in a country and say, where dear, no, they need to take their license. They were technically stealing from us. In the investigations, they got to that realization, say, Adamos in their taxes and Adamos royalties on tia, or the Abaika almost $200 million on tia. Because when the MPP were in power, na obiem amewu ewomu Godfredame ejinemu Aban Sisaya no, she thought she could use the same strategy to make sure say what I am saying is based on the investigations Minerals Commission and no conclusion no and minister no eka said then all the things that we are seeing in these investigations, the conclusion is your license needs to be taken from you. Inti Adamos Ayede, these demonstrations you are seeing, it is orchestrated. The behind the scenes, Adamos Neye. They are organizing these people. I am telling you. Demonstration PCC, you will see a lot because owners are ready to give up. They are not ready. They are not ready to let it go. But the government has taken a decision. And don't blame Kofi Ama. You need to blame the work you were doing on the land. Now, sir, assassin holding 15 days and Adentina Aban Anjini. The government did their investigations and realized say in Sasini Bino, would their match Chinese for your gala, your chairman wako yomo. In Sasini Bino, untia royalties and the taxes. Aban say you have broken the cardinal law. Emma Obihu Kwain say all mine or Ghana as so your license has to be confiscated. Simple as that. And then Adam was small feathers BH Munkoye pressure made land minister. There's no pressure. The license has been taken and nobody is going to reverse that decision. Nobody in Ghana is going to reverse that decision. That license has been taken and it has been taken for good. The government of the day will scrutinize it. They will make sure the right people take over those lands to mine to benefit us Ghanaians. Finito. You can't do anything about it. At the end of the day, we own the land. It is our property. We decide who mines in Ghana. If today Abana investigations now Abana say wait let's say undim rasoni ajia, they will find all kinds of means. They will go behind demonstration way a waste. Adam was the shade. They want to try anything and you could do hona. Yama Obibaji petition. Almost someone the lands minister should come for the petition because they just wanted to put him on the spot. That's all that they are doing. These are hungry men and women who think say any small money they can do nonsense. And in Tom Kodru, I smart obi or you capable to take the petition in the absence of the lands minister. Almost they want the lands minister. In that point, almost the lands minister. This is these people. Now they come and they say, and then we are giving you September. All that they are doing is they are trying to do what? They are trying to make it look like the lands minister is not competent. They are lying. Amakufibua is solid. He's doing his job. I'll come and read the investigation report. No, number one say in Sembo Amotia, a man for which is taking Ghana for granted. Nobody can take Ghana for granted. The law is the law, and we'll make sure we apply it. Now, and yes, MPP for court. I was saying I have about 9 minutes to end today's show. Monana go send me 2 hours, 2 hours spare. We could break 1 month. Go for me Jimmy Muha, me bad omunyate. Me drew peno be askata. Oh, obe dien, obe yeshu, one ebeshe. Oh, bodam. Now, legal vacation. Supreme Court sets August 21st, which is tomorrow, to rule on Upon Nkrumah's bid to halt trials. Upon Nkrumah court say, oh no, yefre bibi legal vacation. Now, legal vacation e koso ena trial eda ho koso into Upon Nkrumah court or the pen drive ponasha de to. Or court also on tiase. Into court, enjoy all the trials ongoing. Now, Ghana is a country where we basically give everybody the room and the chance to exhibit the highest form of their foolishness in the name of democracy. Into Kojo Upon Nkrumah court. Mommy uncle tie Upon Nkrumah lawyer asemi okaye after court proceedings today. Na mwankasa munwe option who say lawyer we we na ye sa and I say genuinely, he knows what he's talking about. In fact, besides, get me a year Upon Nkrumah lawyer. Besides, get me that video. Upon Nkrumah lawyer Kasande, you said a friend of Frank Davis. Now she ni hunimun tutu. Ni hunimun win. Utumisa akwa we die. Osorano pano ye air. The first the kum a APIO. Utumisa apeteshini Frank Davis. O we are not odin tampia to so. Frank Davis free court no oba bontene be chirechire mu de adekudie ntia e wo se assembly di mo na omo some issues bi a omo pese Ghana for eti. Now me bebo Upon Nkrumah lawyer no in some okan ye wi na ebusa MPP for question because you see makaje was MPP for Jimmy omo so omo Jimmy omo nyina omo bodam, and sometimes some of the things they do, their actions nyoma bi omo ye no, it makes everybody believe that they're making and it confirms it. Now let's listen to Kojo Upon Nkrumah's lawyer, Frank Davis.
But that was what happened. Indeed, that was what happened. Kokuvite is sitting in the vacation. So if you have a serious application like bail pending appeal, a bail, it should be that is the essence of the vacation court. To deal with such applications. But even if she was indisposed, yesterday was when? August 19. If she was indisposed, may God grant her health and speedy one as such. Why was the case not adjourned to the following week? Or even to September? But in the vacation, 15th October. Because by her training, she knows. But you don't let us even get into that. I'm saying, why did she adjourn to October when she could have adjourned to maybe 2 weeks, September, in August or in September? Why? Are there two different sets of rights in this country? Superior rights and lesser rights? Indeed, when you go around the courts, all the vacation courts, go to those courts and see whether trials are being conducted. If trials are being conducted, they are with the consent of the parties and the lawyers involved. In vacation, you only deal with interim applications and urgent and critical matters.
Can you write a lawyer new? Frank Davis. Ono ma pio chen a chen ye be chiwatu. Achimuni on say the team we kuku say kura. Kwasa someone go. Now you heard him. Or see adentina eye application no sa bill no pen application sa adene ba court no adentina judge no ajani case no odi akoshe October. These are the same people Sanka judge ni kaso ochine ya yetia o meka say and the judge the judiciary they are fast tracking the case because they have an agenda. Sanko sia fo ya besaka. Now judge na mamuto October so omo ntiase. These are stupid people. They are very stupid. You see, there are people they think they are smarter than everyone. These were the people telling us a week ago. Say, I didn't court need the case in 10 times, I didn't the court case the qua, Attorney General rush through the case. I don't know. The same people, Omako court, I'm a judge, I any case, I'm a October, say yembra munya time. Almost and someone tears here. These are foolish people. Now, you the same people having an issue with court working during legal vacation. You want the Supreme Court to sit to hear you. You people have a problem with the court sitting. Now, you the same person, you are insisting the court should sit and listen to you. And then make a say attach he will run and leave Chairman want me to die in jail. On say and the attach your friend quarter or ma Chairman want to me. You're in the case now saying October. You people should understand. MPP for certificateless idiots. For a very long time. The strategy that Ghana for the minima dear, Omako school, Omunyakwa Bruchia, Junkies, Omunyakwa Bruchia, and you don't know Konom. Omunyakwa Bruchia and night classes. They don't know anything. In one breath, you have a problem with the cases running quickly because you think the judges, the judiciary, they have connived to put your people in jail. In another breath, you are saying, why has the judge adjourned the case? Why not September? Why October? Why? Are you the one to decide for a judge when a case should be called? So right now, you come on social media, they will come on TikTok, they will come and judge a case on TikTok and tell their TikTok dogs to go and say, Argentina case, October. No individual can sit outside the court and determine what the judge should do. The judge says October is fair for her to come sit on the case. That's it. Now, one breath you pay away, another breath you pay away. What do you people need? We lived in this country where Godfrey Dame, at the end of the day, was calling cases every single day, every 24 hours. He was saying people should come to court. We saw Godfrey Dame 3940, all pelling, all koba. You people did not have a problem. Now, more and more complaining about fast track, cases moving faster. Today, we are giving you enough time and there's more problems. So, what do you people want? These are all Tokonu boys. These are Tokonu's boys. They are errand boys for Tokonu. Their legal career is to worship Tokonu and lick her dirty ass. That is, these people, they know nothing. They know nothing. Makacha Ghana for Makacha say Atachian will run away. Or beg Jacha Maun to be on so fifi. He will die in jail. I'm telling you, it's going to happen in your faces. I'm telling you. Akwaba kuno because I had to say Yawodi Tukono. Appear could be on the credit over Tonsum. I know the MPP how they operate. You see, because they are selfish, it is only about them. It is all a guy in for MPP. This is a lawyer. You need to understand. Say case in the corner or check it or no how to protect himself. Or be Jawes in Suenim. Oh, Hanan case AC. Godfrey Dame Metina case in Rossi legal vacation. Today we have called for Hanan to represent himself. Who is doing Hanan? Who is doing these people? It is their lawyers. It is their lawyers. Because legal vacation does not cover everybody. It is not definite. Any constitution be say rigid on legal education. That when there's legal education, every single thing about the judiciary should go dead. It doesn't work like that. And see, during legal education, legal vacation, that's the Chief Judge, the Supreme Court, the judiciary sees it fit that some cases should keep on going. Nobody can stand and say legal vacation because it's not a birthright of anyone. The judicial system does not recognize legal education as a rigid law. No. See, the MPP are trying to make it look like say legal vacation. No, say ye free wa judiciary ni begu. No, legal vacation is optional. At the end of the day, there can be legal vacation, and at the end of the day, cases can still go on. Legal vacation does not bind our judiciary. Nowhere in our judicial law or our constitution where we can say explicitly legal vacation is a must. It is rigid. Nobody can bend it. It is not there. It is something that was made up by the foolish white man who needed time to go back to his country to rest. So it does not bind our current legal settings. No. When the white man brought the legal vacation, they wanted to go visit their kids in UK. After they came to be your judges, because after they came to be your lawyers, it was something for them to go on vacation. So it is not binding. We are not supposed to live by legal vacation. Kontana. No. It is a lawyer. And I say the judiciary, say some cases can still go on. What is the big deal? Unless you know your client is a criminal. Unless you know your client is a thief. You cannot defend your client. You are using legal vacation as a cover-up, a small screen to sit back because you know. Because if you are willing to set your client free, you should even be calling for daily trial because you have enough evidence to defend your client. But because these Tokonu star boys and girls who have state certifications, who go to Europe, take drugs, come here, lie to us, learn some stupid accent, always parading on the street in the corridors of our court like they are good lawyers. Because these people, they want too much room. That is why today they are making that much noise. I'm telling you. They know. They know. So it is better for these people. They should go back and talk to their lawyers. Hey, Hanan, chairman to me. Mo amu judge na court mo lawyer say legal vacation. I'm telling you, don't trust her. My information is that Hanan and his wife are so disappointed in their lawyer. You know why? Because from the beginning of this case, Hanan eduane enana oche. Eduane na oche do. Yesi ebia fa nsase. Sike bia fa nsase. Hanan anko galamse o. Hanan anko botu. The damage Hanan did, we because immediate damage. Now also oche eduane na oche de bi fa nsase. Sike bi kodi baby. Hanan's situation is different from Chairman Wuntumi's situation. Chairman Wuntumi did a generational damage to Ghana. What Hanan did, with all due respect, is not as dangerous as Chairman Wuntumi's damage. Until from the beginning, Hanan and lawyer Papa, they would have sat down with the Attorney General to have a deal. But you see, the lawyers of Hanan were misleading him. Instead of Hanan reasonably sitting with the Attorney General and saying, I get it. I was managing food. There was a mistake. Some receipts were not written the way they were supposed to be written. Some foods were diverted. It has amounted to this loss. I want to cut a deal. I want to sit and negotiate. Instead of going to jail for long term, can I do this payment? The Attorney General is reasonable to understand. But what Hanan's lawyer did from the beginning was to stop Hanan from negotiating. And at this point, there's nothing like negotiation on the table. Who is supposed to be blamed? The lawyer, Godfred Dame. And anytime I catch him say, "Mo amonse wo case court no, mo lawyers no do na Jimmy." That is why some of you end up in jail. Somebody like Gift Owari needs to go to jail because she has destroyed lives. That Gift Owari no, also them because the decision and what she did, you know, there are some people who would have gotten that opportunity to go and further the education, bring it back to Ghana and help Ghana. Gift Owari shut down a lot and lot of lives in terms of career. Something they will live on till they die. Gift Owari destroyed dreams. And Gift Owari say, "I'll come for 10 years, sir. I will be very happy because we're crom for." And when you people sit, na mama sa lawyers are crom for way MPP lawyers opening BBA, you end up in jail. And I know Hanan is not happy. Because the advice the lawyers gave him from the beginning was a bad advice. Hanan is a nice person. Me who need that. But from what I am seeing, anybody can be taking care of food, and at the end of the day, receipts near that day, it's food. It's food for kids. Hanan did not poison anybody. Hanan did not kill. Hanan did not involve himself in cyanide to mine to destroy. Hanan was in charge of food. So, being reasonable, Hanan can meet Attorney General and crack a decent deal. But this is the situation where Hanan's lawyers misled him. Hanan's lawyers misled him and his wife. Edubuahin is a thief. The reason is that our national security system is not supposed to be compromised. Edubuahin deliberately decided to compromise, put our security at risk. In any nation, any country that are serious, Edubuahin is going to court 6 months or something them after 3 months. Because Edubuahin took an oath. He knows the most important thing for a nation is its security. He was in charge and at the end of the day compromised it. And Edubuahin is not supposed to be entertained anyway. Nobody should cut a deal with Edubuahin. Edubuahin has to be jailed for life. Because at the point, we didn't have any national security, cyber, whatever system protecting anything in Ghana. People would have taken our country away from us. All because this greedy bastard and his wife were siphoning, stealing from Ghanaians. I am principled. With me, every day I tell Ghana for say, court, lawyers they don't go jail. Debia and this MPP for we have a party, we have the men. Also, they have only 3 or 4 lawyers. Only 3. Edubuahin, Godfrey Dame, anyway, Apia Kubi, and who? And then Akwa Unity, Frank Davis. Almost lawyers bear for party kakrakana. Debia, we have the men, we have Ekufuado Nankasa, only certificate. A certificateless smoker. Chrono no the president. Almost so so and another dear or 8 feet 9 inches. Nana no on the only geleda. Nana Kufuado. Shane brofo yenim say English, say French, say a mixture of English and French. Nana papa a president. Nana Kufuado kwa broche kusua de akwesu a crackhead. Okona wi si nima e chen kwankwan. One eye akoto say oti wi no de go haban mu no akekere Ekufuado. Onum wi ti say de odi kwankwan. Yet it's not Ghana how kwasi akeka saa kweku ba kwa ni se Casio watch na ensem keka a hatred towards JJ Rollins. They manufactured a demon, turned him into Solomon. Kweku ba in the group, the hatred they had for JJ Rollins inti nana do dan kweku fuado a crackhead no, they turned the demon into Solomon. Everybody came to believe Kweku Fuado has sense. But the people who were close to him, his own friend told us, because he comes to say, Ekufuado will be a dangerous president because the guy is a rebel. He can do anything. We sat in Ghana, allowed this Latin-speaking French, English guy called Ekufuado penetrate, go through the cracks. People who are intelligent warned us that this short dwarf is dangerous. He's arrogant, he's vindictive. We sat in Ghana, with the president, he killed 8 souls, all because he wanted to hold on to power. He got Mahmoud Baumia, who knows nothing about economics. He rattles, he reads nonsense, he speaks. We allow this criminal cartel bring in their cousins, their brothers. They formed a cartel Achim Mafia government. They started taking our land. In the name of God, they said they were going to build a cathedral that dwarf has promised his God. Nonsense. We were in this country where these people came up with a Japadie scandal. They decided to take all our minerals from us to go sell at Jersey Shores. We sat here. We wanted to know who was behind that. We never saw those people who wanted to buy every single mineral in our land for $500 or $200 million. Are we mad? Are we mad? You're bottom. We sat in this country, 52 billion Ghana cedis on its way, revenue collected all the way to Ghana Commercial Bank, to the Bank of Ghana. On its way, about 52 billion cedis left, disappeared. Collection of revenue from our port, on our roads, in our market, every single money was taken to Ghana Commercial Bank as a transit point for the money to end up at Bank of Ghana. That money, $10 billion at that time, disappeared till today. These monkeys and monkeyists are walking on the streets of Ghana saying they want power. So, then we go back, skew, and give power to these fools. Are you people stupid? What do you say, Jimmy Anna? You people think we don't remember anything? The opulence, the arrogance, the deliberate disrespect to our state, our seat of government. A criminal came in and pretended to be a wise man. We made him president. His kid brought in drug addicts to stand in the Jubilee House to use the F word under the leadership of a drug addict. And you people think it's not a disgrace enough, it's not disrespect enough. Ye jiminti ye sorry, ye say Kufuado ne ba power biem. Are we mad as a people, or we are stupid as animals? We are never going to stop reminding the people of the shame and disrespect this group of cowards, criminal, vindictive animals came to exhibit in our faces. Do you think we are stupid? Inti, and this is a problem. Inti, we should do what? Give power to MPP. To who? Power to who? To do what? Don't we know what Bawumia and Samira can do? Mahamudu Bawumia and his wife. Samira in 2024 broke houses down with the intentions of his husband going to rig an election for her to become first lady. This woman is a foreigner. When a Ghanaian dies, she doesn't feel it. She go every extent to take power and allow terrorists to enter Ghana and destroy us. You think we are stupid? We have fought hard. We prayed hard. We put our heart down to save our motherland. And that is what we would do until we cease to exist, because it is only Allah who is clean. And no man can force themselves on the people God Nyankopo Ankasa Echuzi as Ghana. No man. And people think they can buy their way through. Go on in Rosso. It is not going to work, because Allah, God in his own wisdom, he knows what man wants. He knows what our heart wants. That is why 2024, he gave us what we desire, not what we want. It is only God who will decide. And what you have done is what will be God's assessment, whether he has to allow you or he has to stop you. And Allah, once again, will make us proud. And he will let us understand we are the chosen people, that we are on his heart. We will work hard. We will speak the truth. We will allow Allah to judge. But what I know and the belief I have in Allah, the omnipotent, the Savior, Allah the gracious, will never hand this country over to murderers. Will never hand over this country to people who use his name to dupe his own children. Allah the omnipotent will never go against the will of us. And he knows what our heart wants. Our heart wants a government that will at least respect us as a people, a government that will put God first, a government that will be truthful. And I believe that whatever we are doing today, whatever we are protecting today, it is because Allah has given us the strength to do it. He will protect his own. He will protect his land. And that is what we are doing. No evil, nothing can change the will of Allah. God in his own wisdom will protect us. He will guide us. He will show us the way. He will be our protector and make sure that what our heart wants is what he gives us. Have a wonderful night. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers and good night. Abwache. Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. Solo for no answer mine. Abwache. It was for Belgium, it was Belgium, it was two Belgium, why why round, why Supuno, why round, it was for Belgium, it was Belgium, it was two Belgium, why oil? Why round? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round? Why oil? Why round? I want it. Original. I want to for Belgium, I want to